Okay, that's all set. Now I can rejoin the voice call.
Biblically accurate Furby?
No.
Why was
I'm
that the
scared
first
to
thing?
look it up.
Why was biblically accurate Furby the first thing I heard?
Oh, you should have gotten here a couple seconds early. We were talking about creepy crawlers.
I just googled it. It's not as bad.
Early
I just googled it. It's
90s,
not as
late
bad.
2000s merchandise from TV shows like Pokemon and Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! All that
Actually,
merchandise crap.
Also, Koi.
Actually,
Koi. I just saw like a post in the Discord by MTB. Does somebody have like something out for you?
I have no idea.
Do what?
I saw that too.
Like, why?
It feels a bit targeted, but like I just don't care.
I was just curious. It's like, first of all, the fact that somebody has it out for you, and then the second of all, like of all people to post on MTB's channel.
Yeah. I'm like Sparker and Sparker Raider. Why does he care about me? Why is he?
You know what else is cool as fuck? You know what else is cool as fuck? To the point where I love this show. Mummy's Alive. That show was fucking bad as shit. I loved it. Mummy's Alive was fucking dope as fuck. I love that show.
Intro.
To be honest, you guys
that
know
show.
MTB
So
from
good.
Common Server anyways, don't
Fucking.
you guys ever talk to him?
God damn, bro.
Barely he talks, but like, yeah, he goes to
I don't care. She's dead. I don't care.
Isn't
Fair enough.
TB in the server?
With enough
He's not
energy,
in this
you
ser-
could
No,
breathe
he's not in
life
my
into a
server.
dying star.
No, he's not. So no, he's not in my server, Roz. But Koi and I are in a server where he's pretty active in.
I just thought of a dumb joke.
Anyway,
Tell them I said hi. Their videos are very peak.
I will.
I just thought of a dumb joke.
When I see him posting, I will say that.
It's
I asked him if he
it's
could make
literally
a
you and
video
Nefertiti.
I asked him to make a
literally
video
you
with
and
Odd having an M80, just like he has a
What is-
Raymond with a shotgun.
Dragor, let me do that. Dragor, I am the one who makes Dragor, I am the one who makes videos where On scales up her weapons more and more and more.
No, he has some videos where
that
it's them
you
shooting the
started
gun.
with this nonsense.
I am.
No, he has some videos where they're shooting the guns, and there's one of Raymond shooting a shotgun. And like, you should do one with On with an M80 to go with Raymond's shotgun, because that's where I got the, if I can find it.
Anyway.
Stream's been going for 5 minutes now.
Yeah,
let's get
we
this
should-
show on the road.
let's
And
get
please,
this- let's get
no
this-
6-hour sessions. I'm gonna count out at like 4.
We're not doing. Yeah, we're not doing a 6-hour session today. I can't actually do a 6-hour session today. I have to be up tomorrow at like about 10 for the visit.
By the way,
psychologist.
your.
Oh God, I spent 6 hours trying to fix my mic last session.
By the way.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
also,
change
be
it.
sure your mic is on.
Yeah, be sure to check.
yeah,
awesome.
Good idea. Okay, this time it's
No,
actually
yeah, right.
outputting
It's
audio.
from. That's the one. The Gift I just said is from one of his videos. That's what I'm talking
your
about.
mic's your mic is on. I checked.
Okay. Let's see. Let's get this started. So,
where do we leave off?
where did you leave off? Oh yeah, I remember exactly where you left off at. You left off here, of all places. So let's recap.
I thought we were past. I thought okay.
Well, let's recap what happened. It's been an interesting experience for the people who were native to Kensokyo. Your lives have basically completely been upended. For Mouse, this was just last Tuesday.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's not that weird.
At this point, it's like, I've already had one plane shift experience. Yes, but what about second plane shift experience? So, at this point, like, Mouse is just like, okay, it's just last Tuesday. It's actually not been last Tuesday. You've been in Gitsokyo for a long while, like long enough to where you've gotten used to living there.
Yeah.
But of
At
course,
least a week or so.
But of course, something had to upend that as well. And all of you guys, the last thing that you guys remember was being in front of the Hakuya Shrine. The next thing that you saw is you saw the orb fly into the air. You saw the sky crack. Everything went white. Next thing you know, Mouse, you're back on your home plane.
Home. Very happy to be home. I mean, also not really, but also kind of.
I was about to say giant mechanical spiders.
I mean, all right. Well, listen here. That depends on where you are. Like, okay, listen. I love being in America, but I would not want to be in Detroit. All right, there's a difference. Okay.
It's a fair. I think that's 100% fair. Anyway, so for Mouse, this is just I'm home. For Al, similarly, you were also from Golarion, so for you, you're also now back home.
Ooh.
Yes, although I'm not sure about this area.
Yeah, whether or not you came
Again,
up in
where we are
Endoran,
giant mechanical spiders.
whether you grew up in Endoran or not, I'll leave for you to decide, Al.
Be
There's-
wary of giant enemies.
Yeah. So that's been upended. For Roz, I mean, your character is pretty much just as clueless of what's going on as you were in Gensokyo.
Yes.
And then the rest of you guys were Gensokyo and natives. For you guys, your lives were completely upended. You guys got sent basically into a country which you have no knowledge of, and for the longest time, you didn't even speak any of the language. You basically had to rely on somebody like Kai, assuming that he even stuck around to act as your translator, because nobody could understand you.
He would have stuck. These people were very nice to me. I would have at least stuck around to, to teach them the basics of common.
Kai gets easily distracted by guns.
I mean, listen, Aaron. You get what you get, all right?
Listen, if I'm gonna stare and stroke my pistol, I'm gonna do it.
I'm going to oil my rifle, and that is not a euphemism. Look at this thing. A steel-barreled justice.
Steel-barreled sword of justice. Doomslayer somewhere in the world just looked in your direction and nodded.
It's not even a joke. I'm gonna make a cleric of Ragathiel if Kai dies.
Please, is he also going to use a gun?
No. He's just going to be the Doomslayer. Let's see.
Okay, so
Silent but deadly.
that's what you did. Now, all of you guys wrote out kind of like an idea of like how you guys have been handling this. Like Rainu has obviously been like heavily involved. So much so that you basically spent like 3 years in the village that was in Andoran, which let's look at the map of Golarion and see what village would be actually closer to where you would be at, or if there's even like what's the village, and I have to just make up something on the fly.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to do with the village thing. I don't know what I would name it or some shit.
So I think we'll go with that. So you guys would have been on the village of Riverford. That would have been the closest town that you guys would have been at. So the country is Andoran, and the village you would have been at would be Riverford. And that's where, for the most part, you guys have been, unless you guys like Toli's character started doing some traveling. In which case, for people like Kanto and Dragor, you would have noticed it's like, this place is big. Because you could keep going, like you could keep traveling in one direction and you would still be finding civilizations and countries. Like, this place in terms of size, this place blows Gensokyo out of the water. And it's not like, and it's almost as mystical. Perhaps even more so.
How do you do anything here?
Very slowly. I'm testing things out because I have bullets now, so ignore these rolls.
Okay. So each of you guys throughout the time have all did various things in order to keep yourselves, busy. And of course,
I guess I crit.
Love your first test rolls at natural 20. You will never roll that for the rest of the session.
Nope, never.
Great, you raced all your luck on a test roll now. Good luck.
Alright. Scrap Ragathiel. Going back to Desna. This is what I get for cheating on her.
Oh no.
So, as I said, throughout many times, throughout the times that you've been here, you've been generally exploring most of this place. Kai, I would assume, would be trying to get back to Numeria or sticking around with the party to actually help.
I gotta get my stuff at the very least.
That's
My
true.
stuff's there. What stuff did the technical let you have? Look, it ain't a lot, but it's mine.
You sure they didn't sell it already by now?
That would work well for Ross. That would work well for Mark 1 because along the way, Mark 1 would start like breaking down because he would decide, I'm gonna go take on Cheliax, and that ended about as well Mouse, as you would expect it to end.
Yeah.
Not wise.
So around there, that's when Roz's character would get rebuilt, and I don't know if he wants to change his like character profile pic, but he would start up looking more mechanical, and he'd start more looking like a Golarion android.
Finally, flesh and blood. Now you
Yeah.
don't look like a walking pots and pans.
No longer Kettle Man.
Oh, but Petuli is probably going to be sad about that.
Yeah. I should add a teapot to my inventory.
And then he,
You
Rain-
just slap a picture of Mega Man there.
Rainu is the character that seems to be like the most, traveled, at least according to what Cthulhu wrote, because Cthulhu actually wrote a lot.
Yeah.
So you would have gone relatively far throughout the lands. Now during the first 3-ish years, for the people that were from Golarion, this is just like, well, back to business as usual, I guess. For the people that aren't, I mean, this is just you're just basically in perpetual culture shock for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then during the 4th year, you guys hear throughout your travels, you start hearing some weird rumors about, even for you, Mouse, some strange shit starting to happen around the land. There's rumors of the moon being brighter around Cheliax, or like strange lights coming from it down to the ground. There's rumors in the land of Kionin, where there's an area that's now under a perpetual blizzard. There's rumors that in Ustalav there's an area completely blotted out by a red mist. People are starting. Things around the land start becoming relatively unsafe. People are going missing, and it's like, it makes sense. It's like people going missing in a town. That kind of stuff can happen. People going missing in every town that you go to.
Alright, which one of you's eating people? Listen, I'm not mad, I just want to know.
Not bad. I just want to know.
I'm just disappointed.
I must become more
I
human.
don't like a red mist being in Ustalav. That's a bad sign, because Ustalav is disturbingly close to Sarkoris, and that's just bad news bears.
Yeah, you're hearing very strange things happening throughout the land. By the 7th,
Yeah, but I don't like anything strange happening near Sarkoris. Anything between Ustalav, Mendev, and Numeria is bad news bears, because literally north of that is hell incarnate.
well, that is a rumor that you are hearing.
I'm sure the rumors that I hear sound familiar, at least.
They sound familiar to you, or like people that are from Gensokyo. They sound familiar to you. Ice, that could be probably Cerno just being a pest. The Red Mist,
Yeah.
that could be the Scarlet Sisters.
Yeah.
Problem is, it then goes back to, okay, but you're on a new plane of existence.
So I wouldn't really know for sure.
You just don't know for sure, and weird things happen. By year 7 of your travel, you guys are gonna learn an interesting thing. Gensokyo is now in Golarion, and it is in fact in between the inner sea of the north and south sides of the continents. And you get this information from a guy, from this good-looking man right here. Where was the thing that actually showcased the art? Well, you guys can click on. Well, you guys can just scroll your mouse over and you'll see him.
I hear this guy from Zuko.
How
I actually
charming.
haven't met him before, so.
So this guy,
It's
this guy,
default fighter man.
default fighter man. So this guy goes by the name of Adric Horus. He is a member of the Pathfinder societies and the gold tier organizations here on Golarion. And lately, the gold tier and Pathfinder societies have gotten into contact with the Shrine Maiden at the Hakria Shrine. And they have been what's boiled down to is it is strongly believed by the Pathfinder societies that all of these strange things that are popping up over the land may have something to do with the fact that this country just showed up out of nowhere. And a lot of this country is drawing intrigue from surrounding nations, but a lot of it is also drawing superstition and, contempt as well. Because some people are blaming these strange things on the country's appearance. So Adric and the Pathfinder societies have been working with the Hakria Shrine Maiden, who you hear has not been doing good lately. So, and they have been trying to isolate and help her locate where these supposed yokai incidents are. A lot of times their leads end up turning dead. Either way, while he's been traveling, he somehow, usually through pure chance or just like pure coincidence, finds you guys. And given that you guys all have a history with the Hakria Shrine Maiden, he thinks that you guys would probably be very helpful in the organization, especially since 3 of you guys are natives from that country. So
the guy thinks I am Reimu.
Yes, he goes like, the first time he meets you, goes like, when he's talking to you, he's like, he'll be somewhere, he'll be looking like, hey Reimu, how you doing? I didn't know you were here. Why are you short? Why is your hair pink? You're not Reimu, are you?
Hey, I'm just speechless.
So either way, this guy, through pure chance, manages to find you guys. And he offers you, and he says that, like, hey, she needs some help. We're trying to help to actually, like, stop this weird shit from happening. You guys want a job? And that's kind of where it kind of and that's kind of where, unless you guys naturally gravitate back to Kinsokyo, that's where your journey starts taking you. So for some of you guys, it's a trip home. For other of you guys, it's more or less a chance at getting some decent pay. I'm assuming from Mouse it'd probably be a little hard to find work since you've been missing for a long period of time.
Okay, well, 90% of Numeria is Mad Max meets Conan the Barbarian. There's not a lot of work. It's literally run by crazy technological sorcerers or barbarian overlords. Like, we're talking more humongous.
In other words,
Mouse,
it's it's fight or flight.
Yeah, it's so, oh no, Immortan Joe's lackey number 37 disappeared. Well, I guess he got eaten by something in the desert. So,
more or less, Mouse, while you're in Numeria getting back your stuff, you also hear that you do hear rumors that the Technic League have made some very interesting innovations of late thanks to some arrivals, but you never get anything further than that.
Oh, I hate that. I hate those people.
The Kappa joined the Technic League. Mouse, do you think our
What do you mean
characters
join? What do you mean joined, Roz?
More like captured and torn apart and dissected.
Oh no.
And then re-engineered. Dude, the Technic League are no fucking joke.
They are not good people.
Anyways, Mouse, how do you want our characters to meet in Numeria? Because I'm in Numeria.
I would
Sure, I mean, I guess I would have taken you there.
You gotta get rebuilt somehow, Roz.
Yeah.
I ended up there on my own, but yeah.
Well, however you want then, sure. It's your character.
So anyway, that is what Adric will offer you guys. So he's basically like, hey, you guys had experiences there. There's weird shit going all over. We're helping this girl out not only because she's helping us get knowledge of the land, of this new land that just showed up here, but also because shit's getting weird, and especially with Cheliax. You guys want jobs? Can use somebody that can actually, might know the landscape and the people that are scattered around here a little bit better than we do.
Sure.
Alright.
I probably would ask Adric about my comrade's whereabouts, and then learning Mouse is in Numeria, I'd probably try to meet up. Unless Adric met
We've got
Mouse first.
7 years to have figured all this out. Presumably we're all together again so that the party's not split.
Yeah. At some point, you guys kind of like all get better. Remember, as I said, Adric finds you guys by chance, so you can either have it that he finds you separately over time, or you guys all met up at one point and then he found you by accident.
Kanto will have kind of went back to his family, and so he's just he found them somehow and is hanging out with them. And so at first he's kind of like apprehensive to go, but eventually his sister does like convince him, like, no, you gotta go.
Vincent gives him a split kick in the butt.
Hey, come on, you gotta go. You wanted to see the world, right?
Right?
Not like this, Kanto. Not like this.
just like your deadbeat father who became a pirate. Wait, wrong anime.
Oh my god.
Wait, wrong anime. So, in any case, let's get with that. So that's how you guys will eventually gravitate your way back to Tokyo, and that is where we're going to pick up. So, to recap the location of where Tokyo is, I don't know why I opened up this map, because this is not the map. This is not the map that I need at this moment.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So hang on, let me open up.
This is how I got my whale oil.
So let's go to this map. This is
Whale hunting!
This is the one that makes more sense. So this is so you guys would leave from probably a shoreline over here, from one of the cities or docks. There is a docks here, right? I'm not talking out of my ass. I have to actually look at the map, guys. Okay, there is a map there. I'm not talking out of my... Okay, there's a location. I'm not talking out of my ass.
There is a dock on the south.
You guys would be at Port Leviton, and then you would be heading towards Gensokyo. Because from what everybody's known, Gensokyo is currently, for some reason, right smack in the middle of here.
Is it Atlantis?
The sea level shall rise.
I haven't edited the map so that there at least looks like a landmass there yet, Roz. In any case, so you guys would go on a 10-day journey, on probably about anywhere between a week to 2 week sailing trip from the shore all the way to all the way from Andarin to where Gensokyo is, and eventually you guys will end up there in front of the on your way heading towards where the Hakria Shrine is. Now, I don't know if Koi is now, Koi, I would assume that you'd be going back to Gensokyo, but at some point they say they're going to be stopping at the shrine. What do you do, given what you said?
I head to Renosuke's, just drop Gorindu, and stay there. For now.
At that point, I probably would still be traveling with Koi and separating from him to the shrine myself. So I can see you later.
I only tell Renosuke and the group that I am alive, and no one else.
Right. Oh, by the way, I suppose this is for nothing, but I imagine that at some point between meeting up with this gentleman and getting ready to sail off the port, Kanto is kind of like dodging eye contact with all the rules, because the last time they met, they got into an actual fist fight. and he just kind of fucked off when all the rules went to sleep. So he's kind of apprehensive to talk to all the rules because he feels very bad.
Speaking of which, you did. I saw your text message. If you can text me the story or like your backstory, or you can DM it to me. Either or is fine.
Okay. I mean, it's lines up pretty much with Kanto's.
Okay. So in any case, anyway, all of you guys start heading towards the Hakuria Shrine, and at some point, Koi's character kind of just gravitates away. Says like, "I'll meet," something along the lines like, "Hey, I'll meet up with you guys later." Which is very weird because, I mean, at least for your guys' characters, you gotta remember that, like, you know, this is her cousin that she's like looks to be deliberately avoiding.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I should probably. I need to tell them not to let Rainbow know that I am alive under no circumstances.
Yeah, I probably would have more knowledge about it because Koi and I were traveling for the last year together.
Kanto kind of. Oh, go ahead.
But yeah, I probably would relay it to them that, hey, he doesn't want Rainbow to know she's still alive, or at least where she's at, if anything. For the time being, he at least pay her respects to that.
Kanto doesn't really know why Rainy would want to avoid her cousin like that, but given that he's also sort of apprehensive with meeting her, since the last time they met, he kind of fucked up the one job he was supposed to have. He gets it.
That's true.
He understands not really wanting to meet up with Reimu if one can help it, so mum's the word for him.
Completely forgot about that.
Okay, I did make a token for this guy.
Surely Renosuke has something to like keep me hidden.
I mean, you just just go to his house.
Yeah.
Now, granted, like how long before how long before somebody else sees you and then doesn't, and then decides to tell Reimu. But I mean,
I am cautious, so I look around wherever I go.
When you are heading there as well, you start to notice there's not a lot of people around anymore. You would be able to see like fairies or other spirit or other yokai wandering around here. When you walk around, everything's empty-ish. Sometimes you'll see like one or two people, but it's like, yeah, this place is not. It's not the same.
Good.
In any case,
where's everybody going? Bingo.
So
good night, everybody.
So the ship that you're on has like a large amount of crew. Has a set amount of crew that you have all gotten to know. All of them are members of the Pathfinder societies, except for her, who's a member of the Gold Tier. So you guys know Adric. He's like the leader of the Consortio Investigations division of the Pathfinder Society. Says everyone's very interested in that society on why this continent here? Why did this country just show up out of nowhere? So he's the one leading this division. Then there's this guy over here is Cedric Horace. This is his son. Who this is basically his first time actually like being on an official thing for the Pathfinder Society. This guy over here is Pensworth Fadric. He's kind of like the sage for this particular division. He's the expert, I guess you could call him. He's been basically he's come here to Insokyo simply because, once again, this country looks interesting. There's a lot of spirit and magical mumbo jumbo there that I want to know. And then finally,
I hate when you use. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
yeah. And finally, there's Amelia Sunsoul. She is a follower of Sarenrae that has been called to investigate all of these strange incidents, and these incidents have all led her to Gensokyo. So she joined up with the Pathfinder Society. For their classes, Adric is a two-handed fighter, so he uses big sword and hits really hard. Cedric is a swashbuckler who uses a bastard sword. Pensworth is a wizard, specifically the pack wizard archetype. And Amelia is a bard, specifically the Dawnflower Dervish archetype, which is a bard archetype that worships Sarenrae.
Well,
I love how you said he's a swashbuckler when he's clearly wielding 6 katanas.
I couldn't find an art that I liked. This was the only one that struck to me as like a young, cocky, as like this young, yeah, this young, cocky-looking guy.
Johnny Young
Second,
Boss looking ass.
I hate when you use anime characters that I recognize where they're from.
Why? Who's this?
That's Date Masamune from Sengoku Basara.
Oh,
He wields
never heard
6
of it.
katanas and he uses them like Wolverine claws. I'm not
actually
even
not.
joking.
Yeah, no,
Sounds dope.
he's not. I know who that is. And
Date Masamune is a real historical figure and actually kind of the Chad of Chads. As far as the Tokugawa era goes, but here's a picture of him in the video game, like one of the splash arts. He uses 6 katanas like Wolverine claws, and I hate it. It's so cool.
wait a minute!
I
I
hate
now
him.
wait a minute! I know who that character is now.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
notice
Date
that
Masamune.
earlier. I did not notice that
helmet.
earlier
Mhm.
because
I
I
don't
played that
get it.
game.
Well, there you go. That's who you're using. And it's just like I recognize him.
Anyway, I was just looking for like some young, cocky-looking anime
Yes.
boy, and it's like, okay, this is the only one that strikes out. The weapons don't make sense, but I'm sticking with this.
It's fine. It's just I recognize it. It's kind of silly. Anyway,
So these are the 4 that you would have gotten to know. With Cedric being the most interested in Reinu.
and I just want to let you know, I got word from my mom. I have to go somewhere 6:30, so.
Okay. Oh wait, hang on. The wrong thing. Oh wait, hang on. I thought that was just you basically saying,
No.
like, hey, Cedric.
No.
Hey, I gotta go.
Out of game, but yeah, I have to
6:30.
go at 6:30.
6:30 is like not.
Yeah,
30 minutes
kind
Oh.
of sucks.
Not really that far. It's kind of like far away comparatively because you're like, oh well, no wait, it's actually about an hour away. I'm looking at the time. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I mean,
at least the start is fine.
Yeah.
That's all I want right now.
yeah. So with that being the case, let's actually go to. So at some point, you guys are traveling towards the Hakuria Shrine, and then as you guys are doing so, at some point, Reinu decides that she's going to fuck off somewhere. But at least this time, I'm assuming she tells you where she's going.
Yeah, but also if they're going to the shrine, not to tell Rainbow about the thing.
So that's up to you.
About her.
So I mean, that's up to the party then.
I want. Yes.
Let's see.
I can't stress it enough. I don't want her to know.
All right. The trip takes you down familiar paths towards the Hakuria Shrine. Kai, as you're walking by here, it's like man, I lived here for a bit.
You could almost say we're on a yokai shrine back road.
No, it's not really a back road anymore. No, it's not really a Yokai Shrine back road anymore. It looks very empty nowadays.
Right, I got that letter. If you want some time review and give me some
It's gonna have to be
updates on what.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be after the session.
Yeah, do it sometime, but like just give me some like how you would change it differently for a bit different wording, make even just to make it a bit short if needed. Other than that, best I could do.
Alright. I had to change some, I had to change a token real quick. So, let's get these guys, let's get some tokens placed. You guys start heading towards where the Hakuria Shrine is, and you start reaching the familiar steps that you guys once took about 7 years ago. It is daytime. I don't know why it's nighttime here.
Because
It's fine. I have a lantern.
last time we were here.
That's true.
Also, why did I see all the tokens load in and just disappear?
Because I forgot to delete those.
Oh, those were old player characters.
Those were the old ones. Those aren't there anymore. Alright, let's put all the rules there. There's the donkey that what's his name has.
Mark 1.
There's Mark 1 riding.
Wasn't
the
he
donkey.
in oh crap, can't remember the name of the game series now.
I mean, when you guys see the token, I mean, if you haven't seen the token yet, you guys are gonna probably get a good laugh.
Just look in the player cast list.
Yeah, old picture.
Oh fuck, what was it?
Why is it so big?
It's a
Why
horse.
Hold on, wait.
I'd say about
No,
halfway
I-
through, I appear like behind the shrine.
Hold on, stop moving. No, yeah, it is large size. Okay. Strange.
Cool.
Big donkey.
So as you guys are going up, you know, you'll see.
Oh, God.
You'll see Cedric like, why'd Rainu not want to come back here? I don't know. Whatever she. I don't know, kid. That kid's been weird since she's been traveling here.
Well, you know.
Isn't she like her only family left? Once again, whatever she wants to do, kid. So
Just
Kanto,
read
you
the-
go up there. So Kanto, you guys go up there now. When you get
Fucking
up there,
donkey.
so when you guys go up there, you guys will see Reimu at the top over here. You know, still, you know, doing shrine meeting duties. The aura and look that she gives you is, or like that she has when you first see her, is so much different than the last time you've seen her. Reimu wasn't like always the happiest person, but she still could be like pretty cheerful for the most time. You look at her, you just without even making a sense motive check, you can take a look like this girl's been going through it. That's like the
You guys,
that's like the immediate presence you get when you see her like at the top of the shrine. She's a little closer over here.
you guys go first. I'm busy tying up my donkey.
So Kanto, when Kanto was walking up the steps and following the nice Pathfinder crew at first, like he's given like a big gulp as his heartbeat goes like faster, goes like, oh shit, this is the first time I've been here in 7 years. Like, what am I going to say to her? Like, it's been the first time I've seen her, period, since like the incident happened, and I don't know what to do.
I'm just
when
gonna fly up to her and crying and hug her, like saying sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
like,
So like before she even gets a chance to like react, she like turns to you and you just fly into her, and then she's like, oh.
so Kanto kind of like runs after Zuko and goes like, hey, come on, don't just. And the second he lays eyes on Reimu, all of like the fear and worry he had gives way to just straight up concern. And he just kind of,
Damn it, why is he there?
he just kind of goes, come on, get off of her.
I just keep hugging her and crying, like sorry. I tried protecting her, protecting the shrine.
You'll see now when you're doing that, you'll feel like her heartbeat, like, you know, going up a little bit.
Oh, I did not mean to move all you guys.
That's fine.
No, I don't care.
Anyway, she'll be like, her heartbeat will like pick up a little bit, and then she goes, Zuko? Kanto?
I look up at her and it's like, yes, it's me.
Ray, can you make me a beer?
Sure.
At the back of the truck.
Just remember, if you're on the map, if they walk over there...
I have a... Okay, I really hope he doesn't.
Wait, where are you? Oh, back there, okay.
Yeah.
She'll be like, Kanto?
She's distracted right now.
Long time no see, ma'am.
Okay, I have to she'll be like, grab you like, Kanto, is that you? The same annoying the same annoying Tango at Aya's place?
all the rules hears that. Al hears that and goes, but doesn't say anything.
So Kanto,
I mean, annoying, correct?
Kanto's like look of grave concern and worry
Immediately
gives way to like a cartoonish expression, and he goes, "Hey!"
Again, Al just hears her say that. He's just
She'll
yeah,
let
it's
turn
me.
over. Kai?
I just realized
Huh?
the picture of the donkey is fucking donkey.
She'll look to you guys like, Kai? Al?
Yeah. It's been a while. We didn't want to make ourselves known. It seemed like we were going through something.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are alive. She'll she'll go since Zuko's hugging her, she'll just start hugging Zuko back oh my god, you guys are alive.
Al leans over and whispers to Kai, "Are we supposed to be dead?"
I thought you guys died.
I remember we got wholly separated.
I didn't know. I thought you were... I looked everywhere. I couldn't find you guys.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'm a bit of a nomad, so it makes sense that you weren't able to find me. But the rest of these guys?
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Kanto kind of looks so kind of shifty-eyed, looks in a random direction, knowing that he was actively avoiding even thinking about Gensokyo for a bit.
Right. Okay. So I have a note in my inventory. I am going to drop it under my bed sheet here. That used to be here.
Okay.
But the important thing is that we're here now. We've heard that you've been having some trouble.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
You want to tell us what happened?
Oh god, I've been a wreck. Wait. Reinu. She's gonna run up to Kanto Reinu, where is she?
Okay.
Where's my cousin?
Kanto's
she
gonna
alive?
see me. Kanto's gonna see me, and then I'm just gonna give him a side nod to tell him.
Do the little cutthroat motion. Where
Yeah.
are you? You disappeared. Okay, there you are.
I was just gonna look at Kanto. I was like, don't say a word. She doesn't need to know.
She'll then go
That's selfish.
where is she? Is she alive? You guys were with her last time. You guys were with her. Where is she? Where is my cousin?
Kanto isn't really doing good with this pressure. One of you guys need to do or say something before he spills.
The dear Reinu is going for a walk somewhere in Gensokyo.
Did you actually say that?
Yes.
That could work.
What?
Just be like,
I don't know if she's gonna believe that or not, or she's gonna
A nondescript walk in nondescript place in Gensokyo.
Wait.
She's going for
She
a
turns around
walk.
to the robot. She goes wait, you've seen her? She's alive?
Yes, she came on the ship with us.
No, somebody shut that fucking robot up! Shut that fucking robot.
She needs some
So
space.
they had departed after we departed from the ship.
Brah, fuck. Okay.
Perhaps you could find them around the dock.
She's alive, right? She's alive?
There is no doubt about that.
Oh no!
Hold on. Wait.
Oh no! Now you gotta back that up.
So Reimu, when hearing that, Reimu, when she hears that, the first thing you do, she has like this stunned expression on her face, and then, Kanto, you can see like tears just like rolling down her face as like that sad expression that she had just like starts melting away a little bit. She's alive.
I'm just getting cried on right now. I'm still hugging her.
Did Reinu ever tell us when they were gonna come back?
No.
No, she did not. She's just like, she's alive. She's alive.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
God damn it, this robot, I'm killing the fucking bastard.
I'll look up to her and it's like, if we ever find her, I promise I'll try and keep her safe myself. We all will. Right, Kanto?
Oh no!
Yeah.
It was... Thank you.
I thought she died. I held her in my arms as everything happened. When I woke up, she wasn't there. I thought...
When we were transported to wasn't it Andoran?
Andorra. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh
but
my
yeah.
god, I swear, if Raven
those are
means
the
what I
letters.
think she does, Claire.
She just breaks down. She just like starts breaking down, but it's not like sad breaking down. It's more like, like, oh god, I blamed myself for years, and it's the kind of like where it's like, it looks like she's kind of blamed herself for a very long time.
It was rather startling when that incident took us to Andoran.
I blamed myself as well.
The robot will not interfere with Reinu's business, but they will not deceive Reimu by saying or by implying that Reinu is dead.
Classic robot behavior.
The robot needs a new memory chip to forget everything else that has happened.
Kanto, oh, go ahead.
She's like, I blamed myself for years. I thought it was my fault.
Kanto hears her say that, and previously heard Zuko say like that it was his fault, and just goes, "No, it was mine. You gave me one job, one thing to do, and I couldn't follow through. But I promise that once we do find her, anything that tries to get through to her is going to have to go through my dead body."
I feel like there has to be like a plot check at least once.
Just don't go trying to throw your sword at her like you did with me. I'm so salty about that.
She'll be like, Adric, this is the best news that you've given me since we came into contact. Yeah. He says, like, looking in the direction, like, looking around for where Reinu is at, like, yeah, that's what we came here for.
There's gotta be a bluff check coming, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Reimu's a little too emotionally distraught to try to read emotions right now.
Okay.
She'll be like, thank you for this. Kai, Al. Kai, you don't look any different. Mouse?
God, you look different.
He's just
Mouse?
Gideon just starts talking about, oh no!
Oh, hey, Mouse, if you are speaking, you are muted.
Motherfucker!
Welcome back, Mouse. How's it going?
Happens to the best of us.
Someone on Someone on Twitch clip that. Holy shit! Mouse's reaction.
Well, speaking of, I gotta turn my chat on.
Fantastic.
All right. So recap. What's this bitch in front of me doing? My brain fuzzled after that. I'm sorry.
All right, she just watched so. Just as a reminder, you just watched her say come up sad, learn her cousin's not actually dead. Suddenly, sudden change. So she's gonna go up to.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really does look different. What the fuck? She looks like a human now.
Yeah, she's aged 7 years. She went from 17 to 23. She's not not a kid. She's not what you would refer to as a kid anymore. She's like.
Oh my god, she hit puberty. All right, we missed the worst parts of her life. That's good.
Oh
She's a woman. That's not a kid anymore. That's a woman.
No, we missed the obnoxious teen face. This is great.
Oh no, we missed out a long time ago. She was at least a young adult at that time.
Yeah. So she goes up to you and say, "Kai, you're alive, and you don't look any different."
Oh, tieflings stop aging after they hit puberty.
I must look completely different to you right now.
You actually do. I did not recognize you. Now, once we hit 16, we don't age until, what, we're 80? Then we start looking like we're in our 20s.
80?
And then after, God, we've lived for hundreds of years.
That's what a 16-year-old looks like in that race? Jeez, bus.
Oh, God, no, I'm about 200 years old. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Kanto's just like, oh, don't worry, I'm 200.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
No,
I've been around the block a few times, if you know what I'm saying. No, I'm not a spring chicken.
What to say? Wish I had.
On the other side of the world, Jesus, someone tried to one-up me.
Tell you what, you make a deal with Asmodeus and your children can look like me. I wouldn't recommend it.
Understood.
Just work with a year-old Molly vampire.
Patrick, when you sent word that you found people that could help, I didn't realize that you meant these guys. Honestly, kid, I didn't realize that we had... Honestly, kid, I only heard that they knew you. That they knew you, I didn't realize they knew you personally. She points at Kai. This guy appeared in front of my shrine, and I was helping him adjust to this country before all this happened for several months. Same with Al. And Kanto, I just know.
This is serendipitous, I gotta say. I never thought I'd see you all again. Well, at least of all, not at once.
Kanto just kind of coughs and wanders over by the Pathfinders.
Amelia will go over like, it's the Pathfinder Society.
She's gonna be like, Amelia will go over here like, go back. No, go back. She knows you.
She knows you. She may hate you, but she knows you.
Amelia, please do not do that. The disguised newspaper man does not like to have his emotions put to light.
Come over here and make me, you coward.
Oh.
This guy's
former newspaper man. I was sort of dislodged in the last 7 years. What with not even knowing that this island was even here.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry, I checked tiefling ages. We're adults at the age of 60. Got it. So he's about, I'd say, 80 years old. There we go.
Pensworth will then go, indeed. Indeed, being flung from one's country that was insulated in a demiplane for the would probably get you fired if you were missing that long.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, you're in very good hands.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just... I only wish she was here.
Where? Does anyone know where she went off to?
She was with you guys?
Kanto kind of runs up. All we know is that we saw her a while ago, but we haven't seen her since we haven't seen her at all ever since we hit the docks. Remember?
Oh yeah, no. I haven't seen her at all since we hit the docks. He has no idea what you're talking about.
Al is whispering to Kai again. Are we going along with the lie? I don't understand.
I don't know what lie we were talking about, but I'm wise enough to pick up what he's putting down.
Right.
I guess we're doing this.
I just walk up to them like, hey guys, we don't know where she's at. Like
she's
if she
in her emotional state, she is not going to make a sense motive check.
we don't know where she's at. We just know that I have a feeling she's going to want to.
When you find her,
We all kind of blame ourselves, and if we ever find her, we'll keep her safe ourselves as well.
well, when you find her, just tell her. Her cousin wants to see her again.
Oh shit! Can I hear that?
Does
Yeah,
Rainu hear
I'll
that?
personally let her know.
Her cousin just wants to apologize for not looking after her, not doing her damn job.
I remember it's myself. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault. It's not like you expect this would have happened.
It's my fault. There's so many things I could have did in that moment. I could have tried fighting that guy. I could have maybe paralyzed that guy. I could have used Damaku on him. There's so many things I wanted to do in that moment.
You also couldn't do it because you'd have risked hurting her yourself as well.
No, it wasn't because of that. I could have easily killed that guy.
Speaking of those guys,
I've never been good about actually doing my duties as a shrine maiden. I've always tried to befriend my enemies. There was the first moment where it's like I should have did what I was supposed to do, and I hesitated.
You couldn't kill them.
not one of us there defeated them.
I never killed anyone before, even though I have the power to do so. She looks to somebody like Kai, who's like probably aged seasoned, like, I'm not like somebody like you, who could probably do that without a second thought.
I mean,
taking a life isn't as easy as you might think, lady.
Yeah, totally.
It's never easy, especially
he does his
Right.
time. Trying to make us feel better. Just fucking go home.
Mark 1 barely holds his mouth closed.
it's never easy. Especially when you risk someone you care for his life as well at the same time. You don't know what would have happened if any of the others would have jumped in and did the deed by the time you killed him. You don't know. But just be glad that she's still alive.
Yeah.
I tried to protect her myself.
No.
And that's what got
That's
us
good.
here.
What about On? Have any of you guys seen On?
I couldn't find her.
Oh, I see.
Actually, remind me, did On teleport with us, Ray?
Nope.
Nope.
You don't know where she's at all. I see.
That is the exact information Mark 1 will relay.
I found I found Kai and Moku on my travels trying to help. I wanted to make sure they were safe.
They came. Yeah, no, they're back here in Gitsoki. They're fine.
Yeah.
I know.
But
Anyway, Adric will cough. This is an emotional reunion and all, but we're here to talk about. We came here with a job in mind. Yeah. Why don't you guys come inside?
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
That sounds like a good idea. Anybody want some tea? I make a mean herbal.
You know what? Sure,
I have
that sounds great.
Probably better than me.
If by tea you mean alcohol, I'm not
Numeria had some really crappy tea options, let me tell you guys.
That wasn't tea.
Oh.
Mark one's like, oh.
no.
I get Zuko's attention to get over here, and just him.
All right. Yeah, I'll be there. I'm gonna look around for a bit for nostalgia reasons.
Actually, that's a good question. If we're going to drink tea, we probably have like our own little rations from wherever we went. So we probably have like a wonderful blend of teas with us from like all over the place.
I don't know. Do you have tea in your inventory? Because that's going to be determining that.
I do have objects that make tea. For example, Desno's star. But I'm not going to use those yet. I do have a teapot.
So, Kanto, when you guys go inside, like when you checked out the kitchen and everything, just to like get a feel, you can definitely tell that, like, yeah, this girl's been depressed for a long time because everything looks to be like completely out of order. Like, definitely signs that she has not been taking care of herself.
Mark, as I said before, that wasn't tea. That was starship residue. That's not even a joke. Numerian fluids are, in fact,
so
strange
that's why
fluids
they
that
made.
have seeped out of the wreckage of Silvermount.
So that's why they made my nanites buzz.
Mm-hmm. It's highly addictive, which is a good thing. You're a robot and don't have neurons that can become addictive.
All right.
Kanto like sees all this stuff and just kind of thinks to himself like,
Your house looks nice, Reimu.
Don't lie to me. It's a wreck.
I wasn't lying. This looks better than my place.
Like I said, I'm a nomad. Any place is better than where I.
I live in a cave with a box of scraps. This is nice.
I wish it would look.
Kai made this gun in a cave.
Hey, with a box of scraps.
Let's see. Tell Zuko that she's feeling just as sad.
Oh God.
There isn't actually a specific item for tea, I think. At least like tea leaves. There are like special teas, like night tea and stuff, but like...
Yeah, there's there's tea, and then there's like a generic tea item that you can flavor whatever.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna serve. That doesn't take any GP though, it's just there.
In any case, Reimu's like, well, it's a good thing that you guys... Well, it's good to see you guys again. It's been a while.
It's been so long.
I haven't, as you can see, I haven't been doing the best lately.
What is like the state of the room?
Not very well kept.
Al decides to look around, contemplating cleaning up. Point.
Amelia will then go, wow, wow, when you said Adric, looked like she was going through it, you weren't kidding. That's how I found her when I first met her. Anyway, anyway, well, it's been a while. Well, now that we're all here, anyway, now that we're all here, let's get started. Yeah.
Can I just transfer the Fumo over to him?
Yeah, you can. So, if you want to transfer an item over to somebody, go to your inventory, go to the gift icon, and then select his player.
Okay. Boy, there's a lot of characters.
Yeah. So then we like, well, as you can see, things are different around here.
You see it in your inventory, Zuko?
Hold on, let me... Jack. Sorry, my,
Things have been,
Yes, I do.
yeah, things have been quite different around here lately.
Excuse me.
The fact that we're no longer, or like the barrier that kept Gensokyo from being part of the world, well, that barrier's gone now. And it looks like, Kai, where you come from now.
if the barrier is gone, does that mean I can go back to America?
Kid, I don't know. Is America part of Golarion? No, that's an actual question. I don't know what this America you're referring to is.
It is where I was originally constructed. It is the land of the free. That to say, it is where I was born, and Gensokyo used to be connected to a world called Earth, and America was a country on that planet. So if the boundary between Gensokyo and the rest of the world is gone, does that mean I can return back to America?
Given that you're in given that your country is now smack dab in the middle of the inner sea region of Golarion, I would assume that that is not going to happen.
Wait, so the sea wasn't just an extension of Misty Lake?
It appeared no. You were part no. Wherever you were beforehand, or wherever your demiplane was anchored before all of this came about, your place is now apparently anchored to our world. Whatever this Earth was, is probably unreachable.
Alright. For some reason, Mark 1 was under the influence, or under the assumption that the sea that they had gone through was connected to Misty Lake, whilst the rest of Gensokyo was connected to Earth for some reason.
Things have changed around here quite a bit. And I heard that things on your place have also been changing quite rapidly. I have a feeling that... Let me explain for some of the people. Like, Kai, Al, I know you guys you were here in Gensokyo for a very long time, so... Let me explain how some things worked around here before all this happened. Yokai and human... Yokai and humans used to have, like, this kind of harmony that we had. And whenever a dispute showed up, we had something called spell card rules, where basically it was kind of like an agreement between us if a conflict arose. If they lost a spell card...
Cards. Aren't those the things Marissa hoarded in her basement?
Probably. Do me a favor and don't mention that name.
That is actually a question I would like to ask. Do you know where the other residents ended up?
No. And if we're referring to Marissa, I don't care. Fuck that bitch.
What? Oh my god. Okay. I didn't think it was that bad of a freaking... Okay.
Amelia will turn around like, oof, something happened? Oh, a lot of things happened. Let me continue. I don't want to get pissed. Anyway. So, when the spell card rules that we created, they were done specifically so that yokai, especially ones of extreme power, like the deities that resided here, if a dispute appeared between, if an incident showed up, that would be kind of like our little contest to resolve such an influence, or like an incident. When Gensokyo came here to your world, however, needless to say, a lot of the yokai, they've gone beyond what I can handle now, or they've gone beyond the rules to the point where I can't do anything to that. The only way I can resolve an incident now is trying to find where the yokai have gone to and take care of it myself. I know for a fact that some things have been... Adric's been talking to me since I started to come into contact with the people from this outside world. And now, I feel like there's a... Either way, I guess what it boils down to is I need help. I've been trying to find where all the residents that were from Gensokyo on this land, I've been trying to find them again. Bring them all back here, and then maybe find a way to rebuild the barrier so that we could go back to the way things were. But, as you can see, I haven't been taking care of myself. Needless to say, what it boils down to is I need help. I can't cover all this land. I can't cover this country.
Genji's not there, I don't think.
I can't cover this entire land on my own. And I don't know anything about this land either. I'm still trying to get used to like whatever the frick a world wound is. Every time I talk to somebody about it, they say don't go there or something bad. And I'm just like, why? What's over there? I think, Kai, you mentioned what it was, though, plenty of times.
What was?
The world... I don't know. World wound.
Oh, that! Yeah, that's Portal to the Abyss. It's up near Sarkoris. Or, well, what's left of Sarkoris. Listen, my knowledge extends to basically Numeria and the surrounding areas. I've heard of other places, but if you want intimate knowledge, Ustalav, Mendev, and what's left of Sarkoris.
I see.
But basically, I don't know who or what did it. Some witch did something and opened up a big old portal to the Abyss, and, well, now that's like a realm where both the Abyss and Golarion are fused. For context, Abyss is where demons live, by the way. It's a plane, not like this. It's like an afterlife? Like, if you're a bad person, Pharasma sends you there. Or to the Hells, one of the two.
That's another thing, too. I don't even know what a Pharasma is.
Oh, boy.
She is,
I'm a fish out of... Kai, I'm literally you right now when you first came here. I'm a fish out of water.
Okay, so Pharasma is the Lady of Souls, the Lady of Fate. When you die, you go to the Boneyard, which is like a big old realm, and you get judged. Were you a good person? You get to go to heaven or Elysium or whatever. Were you an okay person? You get to go to I don't know where those places are. Were you a bad person? You go to the Hells or the Abyss and get turned into a demon or a devil.
Which is why...
You know, over thousands of years of torture, but yes.
You
So
see
go ahead.
Amelia. You see Amelia casting like prestidigitation to clean up some of the places around here, like, which is why redemption is important.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, you say who's cleaning up right now?
Amelia, but she's
Amelia.
using magic too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because like she'll walk over the area, she'll use prestidigitation, and she'll make like the dust go away. She'll put some of like the pots and pans back.
Where do neutral people go? That's a
Entropy,
purgatory. Got it.
purgatory, places like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I offer Reimu the Fumo, giving her some words saying that oh, what did I ask? Saying that it's could be a sign of hope that you will meet, and that she
You want to do that? Do you want to do
she
that
probably
now?
wants.
Did you want to do that now while she's in the middle?
Yeah,
of
did you
explaining
want to do
something?
that now?
I don't know.
She's like
She's
in the middle
probably
of
waiting till
talking
after
about
this.
something. She
Yeah,
then goes
after
like,
this,
as you can see, I tried resolving the incidents on my own. I tried to find the yokai. I tried to stop them. I tried to do a lot of things, and while I was traveling down here in Golarion, not knowing any of the language, any of the people, I think I was making things worse. I don't...
Possibly.
The point is, I need help. And I need help
This
from you
place,
Well,
this
like
place
I
is
said,
not like Gensokyo. You're
No.
not gonna be able to deal with it like Gensokyo.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
like I said, there's nobody better than the Pathfinder Society. And they can help.
Yep, that's why we came here. Besides, since this country showed up, a lot of weird stuff. Besides, since this country came here, a lot of weird stuff's been happening. Yeah, I heard some stuff was going on in this place called Cheliax. Heard some of the...
Iliacs.
No, Don, no, don't get him started.
Yeah.
Oh,
The point is, I can't do this on my own anymore. I need help from you guys. I don't want to do
I
something...
would be glad.
I don't want to do something that puts a radar... That puts, like, people with ill intentions towards here. And I don't want to do... And I'll be honest, I'm not ready to be a shrine maiden right now. I haven't... I mean, today's the first day I've ever felt happy in a long time, but I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready to handle this anymore. I have to get better first before I can start going out into the world again. So I need help from you guys.
Well, help is what you'll get. Luckily, these guys are here to help us along. They just need to point us in the right direction.
Yeah, well, that's what we're here for. So, you said you need... So, how can the Pathfinder Society help you, Reimu? There's a yokai that I need you guys to help me find. She would be... If I can find her, she would be... I'd be able to start locating all the missing yokai again. And then I could start bringing... And then I can start bringing them back here and then start working to bring the barrier back up so that things go back to the way they used to be.
Oh, that also means she knows where to find me then, if they find out.
So, I need you guys to help me locate somebody that goes by the name of Nazrin. She's a yokai that's an expert at... She's a mouse yokai who's an expert at finding things. Using her dowsing rods.
Oh, fuck, now I gotta stay hidden after the... Okay.
No, the consequences of my own actions.
No, because I want Nazrin to find me. That's what I want now. Or I want Nazrin to get back.
I need you guys to help me find this. I need you guys to help me find this. To help me find her. Not only to bring her back, but because she would probably be very helpful in trying to figure out where the others have gone to.
So we gotta find the monks again.
I just need to find her.
Well, if she's anything like I heard about, she's probably going to be either find some sort of duel or with Joe, who's normally around Biakran a lot.
Say, I hope, I hate to bring up her name again, but considering your distaste, I assume Barissa isn't around anymore?
No. She hasn't lived here for
And,
She hasn't lived in Gensokyo for years.
then all the stuff in her house must still be there, correct?
No, she took all that.
Damn.
That house is empty.
Mark one going.
I see where you're going with that. I'm so...
I hear that, and I decide maybe that's where I should start living for now.
You said a mouse yokai, yes? I would do it myself, but there is something that I would start looking into this myself. But Aaron's recommended that I take it easy for a period of time. The last time I tried to resolve incidents outside of here, I feel like I made things worse. So, I think somebody like me needs to just stay... Not to mention that since Gensokyo's come here, there's been a lot of people infiltrating the land, causing trouble. Like, just a couple of weeks ago, I had to stop a band of... I think they're called Quadrian Pirates. I had to stop a band of them from kidnapping some people that were on the shorelines.
Pirates?
Actually, Mark 1 would know a little bit about Quadria.
Surprising. Needless to say, I can't... Gensokyo doesn't have that many yokai defending it anymore. I'm like one of the last few people here. So, I need you guys to... I need you guys to do it for me. Can you guys handle this?
I can. I assume the rest of us are in. You were very
100%.
kind to me, Lady Reimu. I would be.
You can
Okay.
always
Cool.
count on
It's
me as a
everything.
comrade.
I'm willing to help.
I'd rather
100%.
not, but far be it. I'd rather not, but far be it for me to leave this long.
But we might find the devil's paint thinner. You don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm going.
Speaking of paint
that's a good rap.
thinner,
I'm going because hey,
Nice to meet you.
I might find a devil's
Good roll.
paint thinner. I might find a devil's paint thinner. And B, I can't just leave her alone. This. Oof.
Adric's like, Mouse, you okay, huh? So, if we're looking for somebody like that, I did pick up a rumor about some strange mouse-eared girl some time ago in the Andoran region. BX, you can corroborate that.
speaking of paint thinner, I brought this lovely extract from Numeria. Mark 1 starts passing around a bottle of absinthe.
Mark 1, I don't know how to tell you this, but it's not quite what you think it is.
It's not tea.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I'll still drink it, but
Oh yeah, I'll drink it too. Hell, cheers, bottoms up. But that ain't kid stuff.
Well,
Listen,
she
I
takes
cannot stress that this place is run by barbarians. They don't do alcohol. This is like 90 proof.
Rainbow taking the bottle. She's like, yeah, well, I ain't a kid anymore, and takes a swig.
Oh sure, that's gonna burn. Well,
She'll drink it, eyes wide, and just like
yeah,
looks to Kai like,
that's
what
I
do you
expected.
what do you savages drink?
As I was saying, that's about 80% alcohol by volume. That
Oh.
shit's
That was the most
you're
palatable
drinking
alcohol.
straight ethanol there with
She
some
hands-
opium mixed
She
in.
hands the bottle back like,
Algo's trying to warn you.
so
and it
gross.
We tried to warn you, and he just takes it.
Why do you think my voice is always so scratchy?
This was the tamest stuff I could prepare in Numeria.
Tamest?
He's not. He's
Tamest.
not.
Least
Hey,
drunk
you know something?
Numerian.
The drink I'm looking for is at least 10 times this, according to Frederick.
Ugh. I'm gonna be sick.
Makes you kind of wonder what the hell he got up to. It kind of makes you kind of what the hell he got up.
Oh man, this is hilarious. Oh man, this is hilarious watching some. This
Just
is
watching her
hilarious.
drown.
This was well worth coming
It
out
was
here.
her first drink. Give her a break.
Yeah. How do you think? Hey Kai, how do you think she'll handle some old law whiskey?
Oh no!
You should start her off with something smaller.
We don't
You
need her
start you off with
passing out for
the-
3 days.
Well, would you guys like something a little bit more palatable?
No, not from you. I'm done.
You're
Anyway.
wrong. Yeah, not from you. Not from you.
So you say that there was like rumors about a mouse yokai? No, they said like some kind. Well, when I was passing through the region looking for these guys, I overheard a rumor about a mouse girl. About what I heard was a girl with mouse ears moving around the area, but I can't really say anything more than that. But she fits the description of what you said. But she does fit the description of how you outlined it. So, it's probably worth investigating.
I think I remember hearing rumors like that too.
Okay,
I suppose
so
if we could look anywhere, it would be back there.
so it's not just me. Good. All right. Well, all right. You say that if you find this girl, we can start locating the rest of them. Yeah. Then you can start Then we can start bringing them back here, and then I can find the barrier. Then I can recreate the barrier, and then all the stuff that's happening in your world should stop. At least that's what I'm thinking. It's better this way. If we
It's
go back.
worth a shot.
It's better this way if we go back to our own world anyway.
listen, you may not have the best plan in the world, but you have a plan. That's a start.
Yeah, well, I wish that plan didn't make me depressed all the time. Anyway, it's really good to see you guys again. I can't emphasize that enough.
I think Zuko might be a good time.
He takes another swig of the ethanol, of the absinthe.
Sorry, what,
Hey,
Chloe?
Might be a good time to get the Fumo now. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her the Fumo, saying like, telling her this could be a good sign of hope. It was given to me by Reinu, saying that she wants to meet you, but she feels like she can't yet. I think she wants to fix this as much as the Swedes do.
She'll look at it, starts breaking down again, or like starts like, kind of like not being all the way there.
I like how that happens, and my fucking room just turns dark like in real life.
She'll be like,
Raimu, I did not understand such things back then, but I have an inkling now. Back in those days, you would always provide us all tea free of cost. You were such a gentle host. So, I found this. My host gave me this tea set that I would like you to have.
thank you.
Oh, I need to.
Remember the old time.
I need to take out the Fumo out of my inventory.
I already gave it to Reimu.
Okay.
Oh, I already deleted the tea set from my inventory.
She'll be like,
Uh,
I'm so happy.
Like I said, if we meet her again, everyone here promises to keep her safe while we fix this, right?
Yeah.
Which one of you guys really, really liked the absinthe?
Not me.
I'm still drinking it.
Okay.
Al is still drinking it.
Anyway, she'll be
I
like,
think I've had that before in real life.
I'm gonna need you to tell me everything that you can about this Nazarene girl, Reimu. So when we start our investigation, we can start. So when we start our investigation, we can start trying to isolate where she's at.
She's a cute little mouse and a basket on her tail. I'd give it a cheese before.
So, Reimu will start describing how Nazarene looks, which... Let's see if I can get like a decentish art. And this is about what you're looking for. So this, for people who are not familiar with Touhou, this is someone who you're looking for. She describes her like this.
That smug face.
Damn, what the
fuck?
fuck? Why is Burst look like that now?
Boy, would
Ooh, that's very nice.
Do you think you'd be able to? Do you think you guys can find her? We'll go on the rumors that we got.
My old comrades were always great at rooting out rats.
Pensworth will then go like, indeed, and then in return for our assistance, you will you will help the Pathfinder Society establish a base of operations here in Gitsokyo. Yes.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
God.
Yes, as we agreed. As me and Kine agreed. If you guys are helping us, it's only fair that you guys get a chance to look for whatever knowledge you guys are looking for. Wonderful. I can't wait. There's so much to discover here.
How I see Strike 2? What the fuck?
Well, it's good to see you guys again. Tell Reinu when you find her. Her cousin wants to see her again.
I'm sure she wants to see you too, Reno.
I did relay that, but yes, we'll tell her. She's
dear.
probably wanting to fix this as much as we do. Or
When I had... when my mom died a long time ago. You know, I got through that. That was a rough time, but I got through it. I don't really know who my father is either. But for the longest time, I was understanding that I was the last of my lineage, and I guess I was okay with that. Then some days ago, then Kine came up one day and showed me this girl, and she said that we were related. I didn't notice it at the time, but for the first time in a long time, I wasn't alone. When I failed to protect her, I then realized how alone I actually am. I don't want to be alone anymore.
What the fuck?
Al decides to pat on the shoulder. Look, it's easy to get used to being alone, but it's important to remember that now you're not. Look, we'll help you find her.
Kanto,
she'll just stand there, like, you know, sitting on the ground, a tear rolling down. She's like, I don't want to be alone anymore.
Kanto kind of relates to this as an individual that isn't the last of his lineage, but certainly did feel like it back at his last village, at his village of origin. But he would always keep himself centered by hanging out with and telling stories to his younger sister. So he would just kind of hear that and go like, yeah, I think I get it.
I'll look at Rainbow. Like, remember when I first came, all clothes were all burned up and everything, and I needed a place to stay, and you guys were the first ones to welcome me to Gensokyo. It's thanks to you guys that I was able to meet Moku. I was able to meet Kind, Sensei, meet everyone. I felt alone as well, but I knew I had to try and do what I could to redeem myself. And I know you're trying your hardest. I'm pretty sure she wants to meet you as well. Just remember, you're not alone. Fully. And I'll put my hand to where her heart is. It's like, she's right here as well. She will always be there for you.
Yeah, it's almost like she's with us right now.
That's right now. Al
It is very hard for him to keep his mouth closed.
Al notice can't. I'll do this right now. Al notice.
Well, I think we got what we need. Well, I think, Raymond, we got what we needed to start working. Well, Raymond, I think we got what we needed to start working on an investigation. We'll start there. We'll head out. We'll spend a night here and start heading back. We'll spend a couple nights here to get ready. Afterwards, we'll head back onto the ship and we'll sail off back to Andoran. We'll start looking for this girl. Yeah. Thanks. I really don't like asking somebody for help, but I just can't do it right now.
You should not feel ashamed of such a thing when you have helped so many of us so many times before, Raymond.
Yeah,
I'm bringing with the robot, but yes.
Consider this returning the favor.
Yeah. Thanks. Does anybody else have anything that they want to say, or is that good? Because I'd like to get Koi a chance to actually do something before he has to go.
I'm
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'm still drinking the apps. Sipping on gin and juice. No,
I really want to have a drink now. I got some peppermint schnapps. I'll be right back.
Alright, so Reinu, you're going off on your own to Renosuke's last time I checked. So let me drag.
Where's Rainbow
Koi
now?
over.
Jeez.
So Koi, you said that you were heading over to Renosuke's. Hello?
Koi?
Kotoli.
Oh no!
Need Chirno.
Schnell!
Oh dear.
Well,
Hey,
so
I-
much
I-
for that.
I see.
I heard
Okay.
static.
I heard it. I see the light. I see the light flashing.
See the light. Follow the light, Cotilli. Follow the light.
Boy.
Koyathan. Koyathan, are you with us?
Do you think when his lights went out, he
The computer? No, because then the green thing you wouldn't.
no
be moving.
he fell asleep at the computer.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Dozed right
oh,
off.
he thought a parrot.
No, Kelsey. Tell him to follow the light. Do it. Do follow the light.
Finally! I
Oh.
only got 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna make it quick.
Yeah. That's why I said like I want to give Koi a chance to actually do his thing before he has to get out. Or the thing that he wants to do.
I'll do it.
All right.
Do it then.
So Koi, you said you were heading to Renosuke.
Hurry up.
Yes.
Okay. So you hear that. I don't know how Reinu feels affected if she's seeing like her cousin like being like a complete wreck right now.
I'd say this is before she went to the shrine.
Okay. Alright, so this is before you had went to the shrine.
Flashback, kind of.
Flashback, sorta. Alright. So you're gonna head to the I don't actually remember what his shop is named. So
Orlando.
well, you're gonna head there. That place. That's the place.
Okay.
So when you head over to there, you're going to approach. So you'll approach the door for a second, expecting there to be like nobody, expecting just to like knock on the door. When you approach the door, Kotoli, let's see.
What the fuck is that?
So you're gonna walk and you're gonna see like the door open and you're gonna see you can see a girl appear. Shorts, frilled shorts, long stockings, purple shirt, and glowing tattoos all over her body.
Oh,
With blue pale skin.
I am kind of like surprised by this, and I ready my weapon because this is not somebody I was expecting.
She'll go like, you'll see her open the door. She's like, okay, same time next week. And then she'll turn around. She's like, oh, hello. Can I help you?
Knowing that Gensokyo has been transferred over here, I just I drop my guard. It's like, sorry, I was just walking through.
Sindri, is something wrong? And then he'll open the door and he'll see you and he'll be like, oh. And he'll run over.
Hello, Renosuke.
He'll like grab your cheeks like, am I seeing this right?
Yes, you are. You're not crazy.
Reinu, you're alive.
Can't say much less than I'm glad.
Oh, well, this is wonderful.
Yeah, scratching my head. Yeah.
You're alive. You have it. Oh, this is so good. When Rainbow, this is wonderful. When Rainbow hears about this,
And then I stop and it's like, Reimu can't know that I'm alive. Well, that I'm here at least.
what do you mean that you? What do you mean?
Well, there's something that I've been leaving out for, I guess, before Gensokyo had been transferred, I guess, if you know. But there was an incident before all of this, even before any other incidents. No one knows about me. I dare not say anyone. I did not want anyone to know, as it had big repercussions if it did.
Okay, but what is that? How does that relate to your cousin?
It's complicated and hard to say, but like Reimu can't know her, and I'm just not ready to tell her what my past and now. I'd say it's too much for her.
Yeah, but I say this only because that your cousin, she hasn't been doing well.
She hasn't?
No. She's just not. She's not herself anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, ever since we got raptured, as those who are still in the human village said, into this land, the last thing that Reimu remembered before we arrived here was holding on to you. When you disappeared, Reimu blamed herself. She thought that it was her fault that she couldn't protect you, and she thought you got killed. It plagued her mind for years. Literally ate away at her sanity. She tried to do her best to handle the depression, but she never really got over it. And it just made her worse and worse. I've been over there a couple of times. It's like she's given up.
My lost words.
It probably doesn't help that On disappeared as well, and nobody knows where she's at.
Han's missing too?
Yeah.
Wait.
You haven't been around here, have you?
No. Well, actually, I've been walking up here and I noticed there's not much fairies I've seen. It was mostly empty.
Yeah.
Is there a reason to that?
Well, if you must know, Kine and I have been talking, and we estimate that 3/4 of Genzokyo's population is gone.
Three-fourths?
At least approximately 75%. All the rabbits and Itenai have been separated and are gone. Yuyuko and Yamu aren't in their places. We don't even know where the 3 Oni are.
This is not good.
Yeah. Needless to say, since all of this happened, Reimu's just... She blamed herself for not doing what she had to, because she didn't know how to handle... She didn't know how to handle dealing with the fact that you were a hostage.
Yeah.
And then you disappeared, and Reimu, as you know, Reimu's an only child. She didn't have any other family after her parents passed away. When you showed up, I guess there was some kind of an invigoration that she realized. It was an interesting feeling, because for the longest time she didn't think she had any other family members, and then when you went away, I guess it became very apparent to her that she's alone.
Yeah. Much say family. Couldn't say that I am family.
Well, she views you as part of her family, especially now.
so much to take in.
You really should go see her. It'd probably make her... It would help.
You might be right. But I actually came here if you have anything useful for me.
Can you say that again, Koi? I cannot hear you.
Sorry. There was one thing why I came here. I just wanted to know if there was anything you could give to me.
Dude, I still cannot hear you. Whatever you're asking
What?
for.
Okay, bro. Hold on, let me turn off my fans. Alright. I actually came here for another reason.
What reason is that?
Well, if Rainbow doesn't feel right or isn't in the right place, I think it's time I do her job this time. I guess with this big world ahead of me.
You've been in the outside world this whole time?
Yeah. Ever since that rapture, I've been separated with the group. All I know is I woke up in a village being cared for. Everybody in the group that was with me, they left, but I guess we showed up back again. We met back up.
Well, it's wonderful to know that you're still out there. I don't understand why you don't want to tell your cousin, especially given how depressed she is, but
could I talk to you inside? I'd rather only you and me know.
The girl over there said, hey, if this is private, you don't have to worry. I can just go. I was already heading out anyway.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, sorry about that. Well, anyway, same time next week, Runosuke? Yeah, of course, Sindri. Okay, great. I'll see you then. And this girl will walk off.
Yeah, okay, I'm running out of time, but okay, I can go a few more.
Anyway. So what is it that you want to talk to about? So what is it that you wanted me to talk to you about?
The reason I can't meet Rimu, or as a matter of fact, the reason why no one knows me clearly. And then I tell him about the lore for Reimu, what I sent you.
Okay. I see.
I'm afraid if it does happen again, I might not be able to subdue it.
Well, if you want my opinion, if you want my opinion, I don't know how much it matters anymore. The barrier doesn't exist. The fact that we can go outside of Gensokyo and into this Golarion is already proof of that. So, I hardly think that, unless you could know of a way to bring back up the barrier, I hardly think it's a good reason. If you want my opinion, I don't think at this point Reimu cares if you're actually related to her or not. I think at this point to her you're family, and that's how she wants it to be. What you do, Reinu. What you do, Reinu? That's for I'll let you decide. If you think this is the right move, I'll keep silent, if that's what you're asking. But for the sake of your, he does like an air quotes, cousin, if you care about her in any capacity, I highly encourage you that you see her again.
Reimu sighs and nods as I guess Yeah, I
At
will
this
have
point,
to.
again, I think at this point, if she were to find this out, I don't think she would care. She's not the same shrine maiden 7 years ago.
It's just that I'm worried that maybe when this all is over, and when it's time to get the barrier back up, something might arise that might clearly need my own doing.
I don't even know if the barrier will go back up at this point. But that's just me wondering, like, well, we've never had to navigate a crisis like this before. So, how do we... I don't know if the barrier will go back up or if it'll be able to. We've never had to navigate a crisis like this before.
This is a big crisis.
Though I must say, some of the people looking in the direction where that girl walked off, like, some of our new neighbors are not as... They're not what I thought they were going to be.
What's that mean, Renosuke?
I see.
Well, in any case, it is good to see you. I am glad you're alive. I'll keep silent, but... You know, you should probably tell her at some point.
I will.
It would do
And
her a
then
lot of good. He puts his hand on your shoulder. Marissa and her don't even speak anymore. On's gone. Many of her friends are gone as well. It would do her a lot of good.
Oh, damn it. Now I feel bad. For not, okay. Damn it! Alright.
Oh no!
Oh, is that On? Wait, she might be that way.
There she is.
Alright.
Well, you wanted to do it this route, so it's like, nope, now I'm just gonna make your character feel bad.
Well, alright. I think I'm done here. I think I did what I wanted to do, so
Yeah.
I started
It sounds like you have to
fresh-
dip. Sounds like you have to dip anyway.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright.
Take these.
So, we're gonna play for another 2 hours, Corey, so if you're back by then, you can feel free to jump in, but otherwise...
Yeah, I am staying over by a hotel. They're taking me to another thing.
Oh, okay. So then we'll see you next time we play.
Yeah. I'll probably watch the stream, so.
Yeah, it'll be something to watch.
Alright, man. I'm letting out.
Hey, Ray, can you make the donkey's permissions just general? Because I'm letting people toss stuff into it.
Alright, I'll see y'all later. Okay.
See ya.
Have a good day, Cotelli.
Yeah.
So we'll move back over to you guys over here. So that is what Reimu said. So that's what Reimu says. So you guys are still at the shrine, you know, talking. Do you guys do anything? Do you guys ask her anything? Do you guys talk to your companions from the Pathfinder Society? You know, RP time.
We're allowed to ask Ray new stuff.
Yeah, you're allowed to like interact right now.
Like, really, the only thing I have to ask, like, the only thing I have to say is what was said by.
You cut out.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still-
you're,
am I-
you're
am I
cutting
back?
out pretty bad.
Am I
A
back?
little bit.
You sound back right now.
Okay. All I said was like, "Oh, that's it. It's just you should tell her." That's it. All I really have to say is like, it's not right for you to keep that secret. Oh shit! I accidentally minimized the thing. Oops. Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
I was just playing around with my knives.
Okay. I like how you say that to no one in particular. 'cause,
As
like,
one does.
I like how you say that to no one in particular because Kotoli's character is not even here.
No, I'm not saying that to. Al just
He's saying
says
it's
that to
Reimu. He's saying it's a Reimu.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say it to him. See, he's,
You'll say it to her.
connect.
You'll say it to
As
her
he's
when you
sticking
see
around.
her next. I think is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, as he's sticking around with this. He thinks it's wrong for him to keep he thinks it's wrong for her to keep this secret, but we'll respect her ridiculous wish not to say anything.
Yeah. It seems really fucking stupid, but whatever. Got bigger fish to fry than someone's social anxiety. So
With your family? Whatever.
I don't care. I don't have a family. I don't know what all this is. Seems like
I
a
don't
bunch of
know what this
nonsense to
is.
me.
Anyway, so you
What
guys
the
are
rest of his absinthe?
Raymond was like, "Oh God, no! I don't ever want to taste that junk that you gave me ever again."
No,
Listen,
well, he goes to Kai. Well, do you want the rest of it?
Yes,
Drinking
please.
Kai, how can you drink that swill?
I'm gonna be honest. I've been drinking this so long that it's lightweight stuff at this
You
point.
get used to it.
Yeah, you get used to it.
How do you?
I did warn you.
Listen, have yourself a couple more shots of this, and you're gonna feel really great.
Look, you can't
like-
burn your throat if you're not awake. You can't feel the burn if you're passed out.
Exactly.
Oh, that
Can't
sounds
feel
horrible.
the bird if you're passed out.
Oh, that sounds rancid.
Honestly,
You
honestly,
drink
Renu,
sake. This is like advanced sake.
honestly,
Sake tastes good though. This
I'm gonna be
This
realist.
is good after like 2 or 3 shots.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. Absence is the only thing that reminds me that I have taste buds.
wow.
So wait. You can't drink anything else or to eat anything else. It has to be that to remember. Oh, I got taste buds.
It just has to be that strong.
That's. Ugh.
Well, listen. After all this is over, we'll go to Numeria. We'll tour the fallen spaceships. We'll talk to the aliens, and we'll drink a whole bunch. All right?
That sounds awesome.
I don't know how I feel about that, Kai. I'm gonna be real.
They're
that
great.
doesn't-
They got 4 arms. They're very fun. They're good people.
4 arms?
Mm-hmm. The star people. They got 4 arms. They come from a planet not here.
I fought gods, and this is the literal, and this is still the weirdest shit that you're telling me right now.
Yeah, so they got on a big boat with like really powerful engines, and they shot it through space, and it crashed here, and it fucked up Numeria really bad.
Did it come from space?
Yeah, they're called aliens because they're alien.
No,
I forgot what
I
they
was
call themselves.
I was asking Reimu's thinking like,
Oh, my bad.
did Junko come from space?
I don't know, and I haven't seen her in years. I don't know where. In fact, I haven't seen most people here in years.
Oh, how are the rabbit people? They were very nice to me. Are they okay?
They're not even. No, they're gone. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are, and neither does Aaron and Kaguya.
Oh, okay. When you said gone, I thought extinct. But
Does that include
this is far better.
Earth rabbits like Tay?
Yeah,
I'm just playing pranks with her.
Yeah, they're gone too. I don't know
What happened to the fairies?
Same thing. Whatever happened to you guys must have happened to them.
Well, I
They could
hope
be
they're
all over
okay.
this Golarion for all I know.
Golarion is doomed.
Okay, well, the worst places that they could end up in is Numeria, Sarkoris, Mendev, just because Mendev is like on the forefront of Sarkoris,
What do you mean,
and
doomed?
Chiliax.
The girl Amelia will look like. What do you mean doomed? I'd be more worried about them than I. I'd be more worried about them than us.
I'm just saying, like, in terms of least hospitable places to be. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot. Like, fuck, what's that place? It's Sandville, Sand something. It's up there in
Sandpoint.
Sandpoint. You know, that's relatively tame. That's nice. That's a nice place. You know, compared to Numeria, Mendev, Sarkoris, or Chiliax. You know, there's plenty of nice places around here.
I passed by a place called Absalom once when I was traveling, trying to like figure out where yokai were and solve incidents. And Kai, the biggest thing I've seen is like a village of about 50 houses. When I saw that city, I was just like, people live here. This is huge.
Oh yeah. Well, welcome to Golarion. Now you know why I kept calling this place quaint.
Yeah. And then I heard stuff about like things called dragons that could incinerate an entire city, and I'm just like, excuse me? And
Momoya would love to eat them.
Yeah.
And then they say,
I have had.
Okay, now, very important. I cannot stress this enough. If they are a color, like red, white, blue, black, green, run away. They're not nice. If they are metallic, like bronze, silver, gold, they're okay. You can talk to them.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I have not had so much sand in my stuff ever since I went to the Middle East.
The middle what? There's a Middle East? I thought East was East.
I think he's referring to a location back to where we came, back to where what we considered the outside world before your place became the outside world.
Because like Tianzi is as east goes, or west. I mean, Earth is a circle.
You know, it really is strange now that you bring it up. When Gonsenkyo was still in its original realm, there was a place called Earth that we were staying away from, or in parallel to, I guess you could say. But if we moved here, then that means that the entirety of Gonsenkyo, an entire plane, also moved here. How did it look from you guys' end? He's speaking to the Pathfinders.
Well, I mean, Adric will look like this, like, well, I'll be honest, we weren't around when your place showed up, though we did hear about a tsunami that hit Ketapesh, Osrion, and Andoran sometime ago. It's probably when your place hit, and other than that, we didn't hear anything else.
That makes sense, because we're in the middle of what was once an ocean, and this is all water. 7 years ago.
Technically, the Inner Sea Strait that divides the North and South continent would actually be considered a gigantic river. The ocean's more towards the west.
Really? It's just a big river, not even a sea? I guess ocean was a big step.
Ocean's a little bit... I would say ocean's a little too big given the distance between the North and South here.
You're right, but like this isn't even considered a sea?
Guys,
like the inner sea?
The Pathfinder map literally states this as Inner Sea.
Yeah. This is not the Inner Sea? I'm confused.
I mean, that's what I consider it.
You know what? Fair. Listen, I ain't too intelligent. I'm gonna default to you.
It shows. Oi, Pensworth, you wanna hey, Poinsworth, you wanna not seem like a dick?
Are you talking to me?
No, she's talking. No, she seems to be talking to this guy.
Yeah. But
being pedantic.
So, my humble guess is when the landmass of Gien, Tokyo, came into the Inner Sea region, it displaced on the water, and that's what caused the tsunami. That's totally what happened. Like when you cannonball into a bathtub.
That seems rather logical. Makes sense to me, at least.
Mm-hmm. He's just like nodding his head, his arms across, nodding his head, like, smart.
I understand everything. Doesn't understand.
It's just like and when they're talking about the colors,
I guess to answer your question, Kanto, none of us here personally witnessed anything. That doesn't mean, however, that there might have been some sailors or other people in the region that might have seen what it was like.
Would have hated to have been under that. Doesn't add up, though. Kanto is like in deep thought. What did that sand guy say before everything went down? Something about tombstones? No. Cemeteries? I'm sure it'll come to me.
I don't like the sound of that. You mind, enlightening us?
When Aki was fighting the sand guy.
Who's he?
Sand guy?
Cedric's like,
well,
who's sand guy? Who's
the guy that was stabbed and got turned into mist. Were you there when that happened?
I don't think so. No, I don't believe I was there.
Oh, it was really well. I was too stressed out from what happened, but it was really cool. Aki slams him against the wall, and then holds a knife up to its neck. They start arguing back and forth about something, and he calls her.
Child of some god?
Yeah,
someone?
well, obviously, but something specific. A cemetery lady. I've never heard Aki referred to like that before. I think it might have something to do with why we ended up here.
Uh-huh.
I think he's talking about before the transportation.
She said, daughter of the boneyard.
Oh, yeah. That's where Pharasma. Okay, I got you now. Right. Oh, you mean that was 7 years ago? You can't expect to remember that. Damn. Yeah. I vaguely recall that. Yeah, he called that. She's like daughter of Pharasma or something like that.
If the barrier shattered, why wouldn't it land somewhere in Japan? Why did it come here?
Patrick looking like, what's in Japan?
Yeah, what? Oh, wait, that's the place where that's this place, right?
Huh?
Technically.
Yeah. See, I'm keeping up. I'm smart. I
Slightly.
know what's going on. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Very slightly.
I used to hate Japan, but they seem to have really mellowed out.
Excuse me? Ringu says, looking at you.
Well, listen, he told me.
What?
Look, you can't take stock.
What
you
do you
can't put
mean?
stock into a lot of stuff that Mark One says. Just ignore it.
We got a lot of catching up when we were in Numeria. He told me all about it. His people dropped the sun on Japan twice. I don't know how they do that, but they did. Apparently Japan attacked his boats. They killed 5 boats, so they dropped the sun twice. Again, I don't know what he means by this, but they did that, and now Japan's mellow.
Reimu, I was present in Manchuria.
We dropped the sun twice, and then anime happened.
Ray was like, I don't know what Manchuria was. Remember, I was not in the same. Remember, we were not technically in the same place.
No, but I do remember that flower incident a while back, and I remember it smelling a lot like it was back then.
That did happen, yes.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. By
the way,
as I was saying, real quick, Pharasma is the Lady of Souls. Again, when you die, you go before her for judgment. So if that lady that you were talking to is related to Pharasma somehow, it might be one of her offspring. I don't recall Pharasma having children, but I don't know what gods get up to.
Amelia's like, no, not that. No, there's no Pensworth was like, there's no known recorded history of Pharasma specific having an offspring, and given her disposition towards other deities, it would be very unlikely.
Well, then I don't know.
By the way, what time is it in game? Like, is it evening or afternoon?
Like afternoon.
I'm gonna ask Reimu if Moku's at least with Kai, thinking I would want to see them at least one more time before we go on our journey.
Yeah, she's here. Yeah, Moko's here.
No, is she with Kai or is she back at the Bamboo Forest?
I think she's I haven't seen her at the forest that much lately. She's more in the human village. You know, helping Kind run damage control with people missing.
I will. Are we leaving tonight or tomorrow? Or?
Well, given that we sailed here given that we sailed here to get the information that we needed, more than likely, I think what we're gonna do is probably mellow out here a couple of days and then start heading back. Plus, Pensworth's gonna start looking for a location to probably set up the Pathfinder Society here in Gensokyo.
All right. Excuse me. I'm gonna go visit Kind Moku Sensei. The technicality, she is my sensei, but yeah, Moku Sensei and Kind Sensei for a time being, spend some time with them before we leave.
I'm sure that she would like that.
Yeah. So it was nice seeing you again. I'll give Reimu one last big hug before I fly off.
I think for the first time.
Mark 1 doesn't say anything about where he's going to go for the next few days, but he goes to Marissa's old house, which is apparently abandoned. He'll go to the Scarlet Devil Mansion if it's still there, or where it was, and he'll go to Kappa.
So, when you go to the Scarlet Devil Mansion, all you find is an indent on the ground where the mansion used to be.
They left as they arrived. What about Yokai Mountain where the Kappa were?
Yokai Mountain where the Kappa were? It's still there, but most of the Kappa are gone.
How do they greet Mark 1?
With interest.
Well, he'll converse with the Kappa for a while, and then they'll come back to wherever the rendezvous is.
Okay. Since you mentioned Marissa's house.
Yeah?
So, when you go to Marissa's house, and I have to make the scene real quick. Keep in mind, you don't actually know that Marissa is gone. Well, no, you do know from Reimu. Never mind. Never mind, I'm stupid.
Yeah, she said that the entire house was empty. Maybe Marissa's out returning all of her borrowed items.
Well, no, she's probably out there borrowing more items.
What do you... Yeah, of course she is. The only difference... I'm pretty sure that she's doing that simply because she can now get away with it. Everybody here knows that she's a kleptomaniac. Nobody out there probably does. I guarantee you she's probably just... The only reason she wants to go out there is she just wants to be a complete degenerate.
She probably joined the Quadrant Pirate.
God, I can't stand it. God, I can't stand when I think about her.
Why don't we like this lady again?
She doesn't.
Why don't you
Reimu
like this
has
lady
harsh
again?
feelings.
Because apparently, let's just say that our friendship. Let's just say that our friendship kind of dissolved a little bit over the last 7 years.
Oh,
some of it was my fault.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Some of it was my fault. I said shit that I shouldn't have. She said a lot of things that she shouldn't have. I don't think she wants to.
I see.
She wants to stay.
Very unfortunate.
She wants to stay out. I guarantee you that she wants to live out in this place simply because she can get away with half the stuff that she wouldn't be able to get away with here.
I'm sensing a lot of vitriol.
Yeah.
That's what powers my engine.
Everyone looks at Kai for saying a big word.
Oh wait, no, I'm doing split. I want to give it to the. How do I?
All right.
Eddie, what?
To the donkey. I'm trying to give my stuff to the donkey.
You gotta tap on your thing and then gift, and then gift to an actor.
Yep.
And I
Click
guess the
gift
actor
icon
is
to
the
see
donkey.
if you can find the donkey. If you can't, I have to figure out then. why.
It'll look like it'll be next to delete item. It'll be give item. Okay, I'll give my
I
pistol
still
to.
love that it's the Shrek.
No, I
donkey.
got it. It's just I'm trying to figure out how to do it for the sorcerer's kit as well.
Oh, you
the
can't.
Sorcerer's
Kit is
Sorcerer's
the
kit you might not
itself.
be able to.
Yeah.
So I can't give like a bedroll, a torch.
You'd have to go inside the Sorcerer's kit and then give it to people.
No, what were you saying that you love, Ray?
I love that. No, I'm just saying, like, I love that it's the Shrek donkey.
Oh, okay.
And if you think that's fun, and if
Oh,
anybody thought
okay.
that was funny, just wait till you see some of the NPCs Koi told me about. One of them, Mouse, you're probably going to die laughing when you see it.
No. Can you? I was checking to make sure it works. Can you give the pistol back to me?
Oh, wait, who's asking this?
Yeah.
Kai. Yeah, curious.
Kai, the big
Awesome.
red.
Let me go to Donkey. Let me go to Kai. Let me go to Inventory.
Because I'm pretty much just trying to give all the stuff I don't like the. I have to move the bedroll there.
Well, you could also just give the sorcerer's pack to the donkey and just take off what you need at the time. Going to be honest, most kits and packs have a lot of stuff that you're not going to need at hand.
Okay, so
Yeah, gift Ike.
Okay.
I was able.
Thank you.
I'm able to do it. I'm able to
Thank
do
you.
it, Dregor. So just gift icon, give item, look for donkey.
yeah, that's what I did.
Anyway.
Like here,
I'm gonna keep the map and the compass on myself.
Going to be 100%
Yeah,
honest
so-
with you. None of this stuff you will ever need outside of roleplay. The backpack, the bedroll, the belt pouch, the flint and steel, the iron pot, the mess kit, soap, torches, trail rations, and water skin. That can all just stay on the donkey because you're not. Maybe keep the torches, but that's besides the point. You could easily just grab one. The only reason to keep stuff on your person is because if you need it at a moment's notice, i.e., when combat strikes.
Okay, so I'm not gonna
Everything
need
else
the
is
map or
just
the
flavor.
compass. I can stay on the donkey as well, right?
Yeah, you could just put the entire sorcerer's kit on the donkey. This is.
Alright.
It's just roleplay flavor. Mechanically, the only thing you need on your person is potions, weapons, scrolls, anything that you would use to kill other people.
Anyway.
Oh, there it is. Alright. Donkey.
So-
Select.
Anyway, Reimu's like, anyway, it's really good to see you guys again. If you need a place to stay, I'll be more than glad to let you stay here for a bit.
Heck yeah.
It'll
be nice to not sleep in a damp cave.
Hey, listen. Listen. It's not my fault we didn't have any room left on the boat and you had to sleep in the cargo hold, alright? I told you, claim your room.
You guys have problems sleeping in boxes?
No, I was talking about my cave in Numeria, fussy britches. Damn.
I slept on a deck.
I thought it was normal to stay in the crate when you're on the ship.
It's really
After
not.
Kai-
Amelia will shake her head
Okay,
like,
Bender.
Nope. Amelia will shake her head like, nope, not normal at all.
As Kai calls him fuzzy britches and storms off into the room. Kanto just also Kanto walks by him and says, for what it was worth, I heard you when you said the first dibs thing. I got my second seat.
Yeah, glad you. Yeah, I'm sure you're glad you took that too.
I don't know what you're talking about. I slept on the deck.
So, what does everyone do? I know what's his name decided that he's going to. By what's his name, I refer to Roz. He's going to go check out Marissa's house. Dragger wants to go to the human village. What about Kanto and Kai? Since Mouse doesn't
Kanto is.
I was gonna say, since Mouse doesn't know much about Touhou, I'm assuming that he's not gonna do anything. But if he wants to let me know, feel free. But what about you, BX?
Kanto's just going to waltz off into the back porch, sit down against the wall, and then just doze off. And over the years, he's gotten used to sleeping outside. It's nice to sleep under the stars.
I'm gonna oil up my gun and polish it.
Oh god.
What do you guys say like that?
Don't need to make it ASMR, dude.
What about
all the rules hears that with his big ears and starts to comment, but then
It is
decides
important
not.
for soldiers to maintain their weapon.
Al starts to comment, but decides not.
what about Al? What is Al going to do while you're here? Remember, for people who live here, this is the first time you've been back here for 7 years.
Yeah,
How does-
I'll go check on the human village with the folk.
Al decides, I suppose it's that bad back here. It continues drinking the sake while he sits and reminisces about the past 7 years. He's a little depressed that his search has gone nowhere so far. But
All right, so Kai will go with effectively Dragor and Al to the human village. How about Kanto?
Oh, I didn't know you guys were heading somewhere. Kanto will
They're heading
follow
back to the
along.
human village. So
Wait,
I
the
didn't
human
say
village?
that. You just took me there.
The human village? It's been a while since I've been there. It's been a while. It's 7 years since I've been down there. Huh. I wonder if she's still there.
Amelia will
Hey
go
guys,
like,
wait up!
Amelia will go up like, ooh, she, someone special?
Al, you hear a distant ha!
Kanto resists the urge to just shoot Al a dirty look. Not special in that way, but it's been a long time since I've seen them.
Right, not special. That's what they always say, Kanto.
They all say.
Anyway, it'll be nice to see how many people are back at the human village after this whole debacle and how much things have changed in 7 years. Go on, let's go.
He's totally gonna go see a girl.
He's absolutely gonna go see a girl. I don't know why he's even trying to hide it.
You sure it's not two girls?
Nah, he
Hold
can only
on.
pull one.
Ooh, okay, you know what?
It's two very annoyed girls, but he's seeing two girls.
So it sounds like everybody's going to go to the human village except for Mark 1, who is going to check out Marissa's house.
Splitting the party. Wonderful. You'll
Well,
love to see it.
his will be
folks.
pretty short.
Why don't we do his first then?
Yeah, his will be pretty short since he's heading over there. All right. So Roz, you're gonna head. Mark 1 is going to head back to where he was kidnapped, per se. When Marissa.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this place is less overgrown than it was before.
So you're gonna go to the house. The house looks, for the most part, empty. It definitely looks a lot different than when you first remember seeing it. When you approach the door, make a perception check.
Alright. I will make a perception check. as I stall for time to open up my sheet. Here we go.
As I stall for time.
Damn, that's a 10.
Time. 10's pretty average.
No, you don't
It's
see any.
passable for most DCs.
No, you don't see. Well, you don't hear anything as you go over.
Lovely, it's empty. I'd go inside.
All right, so you will go inside. When you go inside, you will see somebody in the house. You know, standing. You know, sitting over in the living room. You know, in a set of you know, sitting down, looking like reading what looks to be an edition of the Bun Bun Morrow newspaper.
Bun Mario.
Are they like, what age do they look like?
They look like an
Adult, teenage?
They look like an adult. Somebody young. They definitely don't look human.
Okay. Squatter, what are you doing in this house?
I live here. What are you doing in my house?
This is the house of the witch Marissa.
You mean it was the house of the witch Marissa? As far as I've been told, nobody's been living here for the last few years.
But you did not buy the property, did you?
Nobody mentioned anything about buying property when I came here.
And you are a squatter.
Oh no!
Oh, Mark, what?
Oh no!
You are a
Regardless,
squatter. This means
I
you
have
are
come here
breaking
to
the law.
recover.
You must be eliminated.
Regardless, I have come here to recover some of my wares, if you do not mind.
Yes, actually, I do mind. This is my house. Whoever lived here before took everything from there.
Are you absolutely certain?
Yes.
Actually, hold on. When Mark looks around the room, does he see anything he recognizes?
No, aside from the walls and ceiling. The whole place looks completely different on the inside. New looks to be like there's a lab station. The colors have been. The house has been repainted.
Stranger, what is your name? I am Mark. I am Mark.
Sindri Windscar.
Sindri, do you know? Did you happen to know the previous occupant?
No, I came here because I heard about this fantastical place that showed up out of nowhere. While I was coming here, I overheard that there used to be that there was an old house in this forest of magic, and nobody's lived in that house for years. So I talked to the so-called leader of the human village, and they said it's probably okay to occupy it. As the occupant who lived here hasn't come back in years.
Well, knowing Marissa, the fact that she's taken all of her stuff probably means she's moved to a new home and has begun borrowing other people's stuff. Have a nice day, Cynthia.
Just
Sindri.
Sindri, yes.
Now, if you
Mark 1, leave.
Mark 1 leaves. You leave, having no knowledge that you just literally broke into what is basically somebody else's house.
No, she is a squatter.
Marissa would have like a garden. Is her plants still kind of like overgrown in her garden or whatnot?
No, there is a garden. There is a garden there, and it actually looks like somebody's tending to it. It's not growing mushrooms or anything.
X'd it out.
It's not growing mushrooms or anything, though. It seems to be growing tomatoes.
A likely story. What's growing behind the house? What's growing in the basement, huh? Some
It's
little
obviously
5-leaf
pot.
plant, huh?
Well, it's obviously
yeah.
pot.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm not getting rid of it.
I'm not kidding.
Anyways.
Fan-frickin-tastic. We're back here again. Oh, it's you. Hi, Kami. Mr. Popo, what are you growing? Pot. Pots of what? Pot. I'm not getting rid of it.
All these squares make a circle.
All these squares make a circle. All
Mr.
these squares make a.
Mr. Popo downed an entire jug of LSD and he's been tripping balls ever
Tommy,
since.
Tommy, I can
All
leave the
these squares make a circle.
All these squares
All
make a
these
circle.
squares make a circle.
Wait.
No, you forgot. Tommy, I can leave the whenever
Bitch,
I
don't
want.
tell me what to do.
Anyways, as
Mr.
Mark One
Popo,
leaves,
you may leave the lookout.
Wait, guys, look.
as
Hey guys, in the human village, all these
Hold
squares
on,
make
hold
a
on,
circle.
hold on.
All these
Hold on.
squares make a...
hold on.
Good old
Go
hex
back to the
pattern.
previous map for a second. Mark One is going to do the.
circle. I just
They in fact do not make a circle. They
Fine.
make
All right.
hexagon
Well,
patterns.
you stopped me from doing a bad decision. So what's going on in the human village?
All right, human village. So, this is where most of you guys have been staying for some time. Mouse, when
There
you
you go.
got
A
when you
crude
got
circle.
Mouse, when you first got here, you got a house here in Gensokyo. Because
Oh, yeah.
you had nobody knew how to send you back. Nobody knew where you came from. They know now because they're in Golarion, but they didn't know where you came from for the longest time. So, as per tradition, for anybody who somehow ends up here, you got to live here.
Neat.
So
Yes, because I lived in the human village, for I am humanoid.
Human-ish.
you're close enough.
I got 2 legs, 2 hands. Look, I got 2 seeing holes, 2 hearing holes, 1 food hole. Yeah, I'm human.
Just ignore the tail and the horn and the red skin.
Just ignore all that, and I'm human.
I'm human adjacent.
Yeah, human adjacent. Some spells just don't work on me. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Now, when
Bells.
you get to the human village, it's a lot quieter. It's a lot quieter. It's a lot softer. There isn't that many people walking around, and there's definitely not as much yokai.
Good. Good. This can only lead to good things.
Is Miyoi still here or is she missing?
Who?
The bartender from one of the manga that works in a
There's a
bar.
Touhou manga now.
There's a
A
bunch.
few manga.
there are several.
There are several, in fact.
Yes.
It is a franchise, Mouse. This is to be expected.
It's old and it's old as fuck.
There's a handful of
I'm
canon
sorry I
manga
asked. Let's go
written
back
by
to the-
June.
I think he's good, Dragor.
but yes, she's whale. She has like a whale cap on her head.
I need to see a picture because I actually don't know who this character is. I'm just going to say, and because I don't know who this character is, I'm going to assume that she's not here.
That's a safe
Oh,
assumption.
but they're such a fun character.
Well, too bad.
Well, too bad. I don't know who she is, so this gives me a good enough reason to say
Here,
that she's not here.
right. I sent a gift.
Too bad. I don't
This one gets all the Touhou characters
She-
drunk and then wipes their memories.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
she hides the
words.
fact that
Too
she's a
bad I ain't
yokai.
reading 'em.
Yep, don't know. Yeah, she's not here. I'm just going to say that now. But that doesn't give me somebody who I can stat up later.
No, no. If anything, I'm just going to be running off to the school.
The school is
To the school.
noticeably quieter when you go there.
Yeah, I'm running off to the school to see if I can find Kai and Moko there. Hopefully, they're there.
Oh, if you're looking for Klein, yeah, you'll absolutely see her when you go to the school. And you'll see even Moko there as well.
Yeah, I'm just going to run in there, giving them a hug. It's the same way I did to Reimu.
That's a lot of words. Too bad I don't care.
No. Too bad I'm not reading them.
Anyway, so you'll run over there, you'll run straight into Kine, and she'll be like, Zuko?
Yay!
It's Zuko!
You remembered me.
I recognize that dumb little face.
Hey,
Hi there, Zuko here.
what? At least I'm smart. I don't know. I'm trying my hardest at work, school.
Moko will go up, but like, Moko will look at you like stunned.
Why are you guys so stunned? We traveled for at least 2.5 years.
She'll be like, oh, it's just, you've been gone for so long.
I mean, like I said, we did travel for at least 2.5 years. Well,
I wasn't sure. I'll be honest, I didn't know when I was going to see you again.
Well, I did say I was gonna come and help fix this issue, but I wanted to see you guys before we leave.
Well, welcome back. Things are a lot quieter around here. She'll look over and she'll see like the others and be like, "Is that that curious guy and Kanto?"
Yeah. I still don't know if I trust him. He said something about not being part of a newspaper anymore, but still, you know how I feel about them, especially after I have wrote stories about false stories about you, Hogus-san.
I'm sure. I think if he goes visit Aya, he'll be very surprised.
I hope to see that.
Welcome back. Well, welcome back. It's good to
I'm
see
glad
you
to be
out there.
back. I want to see you guys, but it's been a long time.
Yeah. Moku really has.
I couldn't find a reason. I wanted to at least see that she was okay.
She's not. We don't know where she's at. And I say that because we don't know where she's at.
Yeah, I tried going to Juliax thinking, but I got to the forest near it and it's like, oh, let's get to Gensokyo. It's getting late. We need to meet up there.
What's that Shellyax?
I don't know. I wanted to see if I heard rumors over there and thought maybe that since all the moon rabbits thinking they were all there, but I don't know. I guess not.
While on the ship to Gensokyo, you may have heard Mark 1 ranting about Chilaxians being like the spawn of Satan or whatnot, so you do have that source of information of them literally just being the devil's children.
Are you saying
I
this
just
loud
ignored
enough for Kai to hear?
Alright. What he said that's stuff that he would have said on the ship.
Yeah. I would have ignored him because I'm so confused what he had by the whole Nazis things, and I'm like, let's just ignore him and make
him out. Yeah.
Yeah. I already have enough history lessons about Gensokyo. I'm with the kinds that say I don't need anything like this. I'm just worried about forehead sweating. Yeah, I'm giving them both a hug. It's like, I missed you guys, and it's grateful to have found you guys after we got here.
Yeah. As you can see, the place is a lot more empty these days.
I'm sure we'll find everyone.
Oh, okay. I hope so. Moku's like, yeah. I do too. Kaguya could use a little break.
If I see Churro, I'll be sure to give her a good knuckle sandwich and drag her back myself.
Kain will turn to him. Moku's like, Moku, if I didn't know better, I detected a tiny bit of empathy towards Kaguya. But what? No. if I'm gonna punch her face in, I don't want her to give me that sad, deflated look. That's all.
I'll personally drag Cheryl back myself if I have to.
Please do.
I'm sure she does miss you, guys.
I hope so. Plus, let's be real. She's probably gonna cause. Let's be real. She might cause an incident outside in this Golarion and get herself in trouble.
When is she ever in trouble? Last time I saw her, she tried to fight me. And I was just trying to have fun.
Well, hopefully she doesn't do anything stupid. But knowing her, Mocha will be like, yeah, well, knowing her, she is, so, don't hold your breath.
She does have a punchable face as well.
She does have a.
And then look at Volku's, who remember that conversation we had before that whole incident.
Anyway, so that's what they do. They just have a nice reunion with Zuko. What about Kanto?
So Kanto's just kind of walking through the town and going like, "Ah, man, I thought returning here would be relaxing and sort of relieving, but seeing how few people are around is just sort of eerie instead. Still, I guess it is good to be back." Okay. And he starts marching along to where the branch base of Boom Boom Model Newspaper should be.
It's still there.
Okay.
Oh, there's the old token. It's not the new one.
I miss old Kanto. He had so much vibrancy. I don't know who this guy is. This guy's weird.
It's the schnoz.
Well, you know what they say about a guy's nose.
Does he? Is his schnoz bigger because he lies a lot?
Is it? Yeah. Is it like Pinocchio?
I think that's
no.
actually the
Hold
joke.
on. I want my character to actually outright ask him that now. Just like before we leave, I just go to run out to him like, "Hey, does your schnoz get bigger because you lie a lot?"
No, he's not Pinocchio.
Just hearing the story of Pinocchio from time just now.
Hold on. I think I can put a stop. I think I can put this debate to. Hey, Kanto! Tell
Yeah.
him why!
Okay. Let's see. I hate oranges.
Alright, his nose isn't getting bigger. It's not the lie.
Now say you
Weird.
love oranges. Let's test this out.
All right, so Kanto walks in and he just kind of looks around.
So
Having traveled with Kanto during the time, Al tells Kai, I don't know, he doesn't seem all that different to me. But then gets a little depressed at that statement.
So Kanto steps in and just sort of looks around and has a bit of a wave of nostalgia come over him. Then he takes a deep breath and just goes, Messiah? Messiah? Messiah?
So you'll go further in, and then you'll hear a door open. Aya will come out with a robe on, kind of like drying her hair, like yeah, like what is it? Who's there? It's you.
Was he a girl?
Hello. Former investigative administrator of journalism, Munkantori Yamagata here.
That name, right? Kanto, you're alive? Wait, Am I crazy? She walks over and like feels your head. She like touches your nose like, oh boy, that's Kanto. No one would have a schnoz that big.
Yeah, one of a
You're
kind.
alive! I thought you were dead! We all thought you were... We all thought that everyone was dead.
Yeah. I thought so too.
She just unexpectedly, without thinking, just hugs you.
Whoa.
He
Consoles-
hears in the they both hear in the distance. Kiss! Kiss!
She's like,
Oh, Kai and Al are just kiss!
Kanto is completely shocked by this and is not entirely sure like what to do with his hands when he hugs her.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, kiss the girl, whoa, whoa.
she's
Do
like,
it, you coward!
do it. She's just like, then she'll let go like, you're alive.
Yeah.
You're alive.
And kicking.
Where the hell have you been? Where's everyone been?
It's a long story. One that involves a lot of travel and a lot of lore.
You have.
If
you know
he
where
don't kiss the girl, he gonna miss the girl, man.
What about Hatati? Did you find her?
Huh? I thought she would have been here.
No. No.
Oh.
She's kind of been missing since everything.
Yeah. Looks like this whole thing has caused everything to go cattywampus.
You can say that again. I should get clothes on. I'm not wearing anything under this. I'm gonna be right back.
Then he just kind of turns around really quickly.
Don't you turn around! Don't turn around! Again, Al's just in the distance. Don't turn around!
Don't turn around!
You look!
Do it,
look!
you coward!
You look at her! Don't be a pussy!
She'll then come back out and like actually like something, and she'll be like, "Okay, I don't feel as embarrassed right now." Anyway, Kanto, it's actually good to see you.
That's good to see you too, ma'am. I've thought about you and Boom Boom Model newspapers ever since I left.
Yeah. Uh-oh. OBS, no! Why would you disconnect on me?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Finally,
You-
I can say the
fool.
most powerful word in existence.
We had reconnected.
You really helped that one.
Just really held that one in, huh, Mouse?
I'm going to say the N-word. Niagara!
Neanderthal. Enwa.
Nigeria!
Anyway, she'll go up and go like,
Don't look up the dinosaur with the most teeth.
anyway, she'll be like, it's it's been tough. It's been different since everything happened.
Yeah, I can tell. Looks like this place isn't as bustling as it used to be.
There's not that
In
many
fact, it
people.
doesn't seem like anywhere is.
There's not a lot of people to give newspapers to nowadays. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot more scoops. Just no one to read them.
Hold on a second.
You know, occasionally a rumor here, a rumor here, a rumor there. Some pirates apparently there. It's like, yeah, there's some interesting things happening. There's no one to read anything.
Yeah, I bet. I see my fair share of weird stuff. And entire town called Anderon, an entire country called Anderon, Isgard, Druma. There are
Wait.
so many different places to see out there.
Wait. She grabs you like, you were in the outside world?
Did I not mention that?
Maybe you did. Maybe I guess it just didn't click.
Yes.
You went. So you went there.
He's just outside at the window.
Kai and Al are still just outside going.
Do it, you coward!
Well, not so much went as a sort of, I guess you could say, unwilling vacation.
What was it like out there?
Well, if there's one word I could use to describe all of it, it's big. Really big. A town as far as the eye can see. Rivers the size of seas. So big that people even start arguments about it. Mountains taller than the tallest mountains in Gensokyo. And a lot of really, really scary history. A lot more slavery in all of the history than I would have expected.
And then the world wound looks into the sky like, I don't know, dramatic sounds in the background.
It's not slavery, it's indentured servitude, which is different because I used another.
I use another word.
Not to mention this place called the World Womb. Actually, that's where a companion of mine are going before. Anyway, it's been a long time. I've gone to a lot of places. I even met up with my family again. It's been interesting, but it is nice to be back.
Yeah.
So, how have things been here?
Slow. Boring. Things aren't what they used to be anymore.
Yeah, I bet. Any of those outsiders have been able to encroach into the human village?
There's a few that live here right now. And there's a few others that come here to cause trouble. Or accuse Gensokyo of causing trouble. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sitting here hoping my friends come back.
Yeah. Hey, if you're having trouble understanding some of the villagers, it isn't much, and it's going to take a long time. And he pulls out his traveler's dictionary, which he's had with him for about 4 or 5 years. Let's go on. And he goes. Basically, it's called Common.
Common.
A few friends of mine taught me the language. And it's a little hard to get down. In fact, it's kind of all written in their script. I put down some notes in our language to at least try to make the transition easier. I've had a lot of time.
This is actually useful.
Oh.
Like, really useful. I've seen like a few things of theirs just wash over here. I'm looking at this like, I don't understand shit.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could be of use to you.
Yeah, no, this is incredible, actually.
But I guess the reason I came back is just because I wanted to apologize.
For what?
I'm not. What'd you say?
She goes like, apologize for what?
Well, I'm no dummy. I know that my position here wasn't the most glamorous or the most widespread or even important, but for what it's worth, And I truly did enjoy my time here in Boom Boom Modern Newspapers. It was the only thing I was really good at. It was the only thing that certain family members of mine was actually proud of me of. But I think things have changed. This time away have shown me that there's a lot of world to see. I can't just stay here trying to find the big scoops in my own little part of town. There are a lot of places to go, a lot of things to do, and I think I can really make a difference. It's not me taking a leave of absence or anything, but I'm probably not going to be around for a while. At least until this whole Golarion business is settled. And I wanted to say that, well, as your investigative administrator of journalism, when I come back, I'll have so many stories and so much stuff to tell you and the rest of Gensokyo that it'll knock your socks off. The name Mikantori will spread all throughout Gensokyo with these newspapers. And, well, hopefully, I would have made a difference too. And I guess I was just... Well, I want to make you proud.
She has like that, like, you know, hand
Al
in
does
mouth.
this guy, and they're gonna kiss or what? Cause
She'd be like, that? Wow, that's actually kind of inspiring.
Yes.
Maybe I've been cooped up. You know, maybe I've also been cooped up in this place for so long. Just waiting for the scoop to come to me.
Face pressed up against the glass. Here's the damn MF!
Maybe I should start going out. Maybe I should start going out. Yeah. Maybe I should.
Yeah, I think it'll do us all some good. But be careful. There are dragons out there, whatever those are.
How do you people not know what dragons are?
They've seen a person that eats dragons, but they've never seen a dragon. Of course, they're not going to know what a dragon is.
Why do you think? Because the thing that eats the dragons eats all the dragons. That's why they don't see them.
I'm afraid to tell you this. Dragons are the apex of the food chain.
There is an actual yokai that eats dragons, and they're a giant centipede.
I mean, well, dragons are more for kings, and I'm kind of.
It's called the Omukade.
She's a giant centipede yokai. Yokai that her literal ability is I eat dragons.
Yeah, the Omukades are giant centipedes that are long enough to wrap themselves around them.
Yeah, I know, he gets it.
Yeah, I get it.
You'd like her, Mouse.
You'd like
her, Mouse. She's the tomboy of the series.
I
One
still
of the
think that an
tomboys.
ancient gold dragon would probably take her on.
No, their venom is able to melt through their scales.
Yeah, well, maybe baby your dragons. I'm pretty sure Tiamat and Apsu would be no problem with.
To be fair, Tiamat and Apsu are both deities.
Yeah, still dragons.
This is who they're referring to, Mouse. This is the one that eats dragons.
Alright.
I'm not sure she could eat anything.
Hey, I've seen this character before.
Why does she have a shot? Whatever, I don't care. I gotta remember to stop asking questions.
Wait a
There's
minute.
something
That's
there. I've seen this character before.
She
But
digs in the mountains and...
I've seen this character before, but like whenever I do see her, it makes me laugh because the only thing I know about her, because I don't know anything about her from the lore. The only thing I know about her is the MTB video where like they made an animation of a freaking GTA YouTube poop. So every time I see her, it's just like, you're right, Trevor. There's something there.
She's a Minecraft girl.
Okay,
Anyway.
They don't need the explanations. Anyway, she was like,
I'm getting very tired. I might crash here soon.
Crash
okay,
out.
we're only like playing for another hour.
Yeah.
So again, I
Right.
can't run the holes. I can't run like late as I used to tonight.
Yeah, we've been here for 3 hours.
Yeah, so we'll probably go. We'll head up for like the next 50 minutes, and that'll probably be it.
Right.
Anyway, I will then go. Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should go out. Kanto, it was good to see you. I'm sorry. I kind of gave you that position in sort of a demeaning manner. Because it wasn't meant to be anything serious. But after everything happened, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed you.
Wow. That means a lot, man. Thanks. I miss you too. And hey, as far as the investigative administrator of journalism goes, well, it's like my late mother would always say. Whether it's digging ditches or climbing mountains, do everything that you can do with your best foot forward.
Yeah.
I followed her advice for my whole life.
It's probably pretty good advice. I should start packing.
I'll leave you to it then.
Yeah. Some time out of here would probably be very good for me. Just gonna start heading off in the back.
Nikan Tori just like watches her walk off with a bit of a tear in his eye. Not really sure if he's going to ever see her again, to be honest. Put your best foot forward, no matter what. I guess this time I start moving too.
So, you two dating or what?
Oh wait. Well, let's get out of the room first.
You know, the minute console is, so you two dating or what?
All right, am I outside the room?
Assuming that he's asked that you are, so.
Okay. What?
Oh, okay.
That's my sir. That's my boss.
I have way too much respect for Aya to think of her that way. And besides, she's my boss. It would never work.
That didn't answer my question.
Look, ow!
Wait, you can't date your boss? You can't date your boss? You just hear me yelling that? You can't just date your boss yet?
Then you won't mind if I put the moves on her. Good to know.
Careful,
Now the
mouse rolls
fear of
natural.
God and
Careful, guys. Mouse rolls his natural 20s at every single moment where he shouldn't.
it's
Okay. All right. Now hold on.
nothing but the fear of God into a man like NTR. Now you go in there and kiss her, I will.
Look, I know you guys mean well, but it's just way more complicated. Ow! You! Look! And he just stares right into Al's eyes and then stops and goes, I'm sorry.
And nothing to get irritated about, old buddy. I'm just glad you were able to reunite with.
Yeah. I've thought over all these years. I thought about all these years about what you said before we separated, and you're right. I should probably learn to appreciate the people nearest to me. Sometimes they might disappear.
It's my fault for bringing it up in such a callous way. But I meant what I said. Especially that baddie in there. Look, if you don't go in there and kiss there, if you don't go in there and make the moves on her, somebody else is. I don't think
Kai, the somebody else in question.
He says that he grabs Kai's arm to keep him from walking in. Grabs his tail. Grabs his tail like it's that dark side Superman made with the cape.
Oh God!
Just look at the other way.
Al grabs his
Hold on.
tail like the Dark Sidekick. Like, if you don't
Hold
go in
on.
there, it moves on someone. It moves on him, and somebody else will grabs Kai's tail in me.
You outsider, you tourist, are so frustrating. All right. Kanto just kind of walks back in.
Yeah.
Wait, is he gonna do it right now?
Face up to the glass. Face immediately up to the glass.
Yeah, Al is shocked. Wait, no, I didn't mean right now. But...
Do it now.
Oh,
Hiya.
hey, all right. All right. I love how they forced this on BX's character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I didn't mean right this minute.
I did. Do it. Kiss the girl and miss the girl. Let's go.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta get somebody to eat real quick. So, 5-minute break.
He's like,
'cause,
shit.
this is.
And then Kanto gets his
This
balls
is
up, and he's like,
unexpectedly.
wait a minute, this instance?
This has gone unexpectedly, throwing BX under the bus like this.
No. Don't worry. I will handle this in a very Kanto way.
Okay,
Oh,
wait.
okay, I
Is
wanna
this
see
actually throwing you under the bus? I thought we were all having fun here.
No.
It's that one episode of where they actually throw Carmen under a bus. We need to throw Carmen under the bus. And it cuts to like 2 scenes later, the teachers literally throw him under a movie school. That's my favorite episode, only for the end, because when he gets Mr. Mackie to shit his pants. Oh, it's bad!
I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm going to go grab another drink.
I'm out of tea and now I need to pee.
Bars.
The teacup and drink it.
I didn't have much of schnapps left, so it's already gone. I fuck, I really want to do a drunk D&D session now. Alright, I'm gonna go find something to drink.
I've been doing nothing but watching speed running videos past 2 weeks.
I've done nothing but watch speedrun videos for the last 3 days. I like watching some races,
Yeah.
like see who
Where have you been watching?
to what goes.
Mario and the-
ones Mario. I love watching Mario speedruns. Mario Sonic speedruns. There's Mario Odyssey speedrun category, where the whole point is to take off Mario's shirt as fast as possible.
People have not been able to to get
Oh
over
boy!
that.
Of course, there's a Mario speedrun like that.
Yeah.
It's so funny because like I saw like Swimsuit Mario and Odyssey was being teased, and I'm like, and it just I think nothing of it, and then I go on the internet, and everyone's like, why his tits out?
There's there is a speedrunner I like to watch called Easy Speezy.
Easy Speezy. Oh,
Yeah, and Oh God. I don't. He did quite a few speedruns I thought were pretty interesting, and he did some that I forgot these games
Oh
existed.
yeah, I know this person. I fall asleep to this guy's videos. That's not meant to. that's not. It's not as bad as it sounds. I made that sound worse than it is. I like videos that are long enough and like kind of they have a certain vibe that allows me to relax and go to sleep.
Yeah, he makes some good videos. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
Easy speasy.
God, I'm subscribed to so many channels that I don't watch anymore. Probably because
Same.
well, half the reason is because like either they don't bring up something interesting, or I don't get notifications, and half of them are probably labeled as children channels, even though they kind of don't make shit. They like.
Or they're related to children in another way.
Yes.
Good lord.
And then the rest of them are probably just channels that probably have not posted in a long time.
Yeah. There's only one constant I know of, and that would be Captain Sparkles, who has made decent content for a long time.
I used to watch The Click.
Yeah, him. I know him.
I haven't watched him in a while, and I still get notifications, and I'm like, I really should get back into this channel. I actually found him back when he used to play Amnesia, throwing the monsters.
I don't think he does that anymore.
No, he doesn't. That was a long time ago. But, there's another one. It was,
The Lost Cause?
I haven't
that guy.
watched him in a long time. It was, no, this is the one I'm thinking, I'm trying to remember. Basic. I used to watch, I got into his videos when he did the, he did Freddy Fazbear's Talk, whatever, I forget what they were exactly. And I used to watch him all the time as well. He kind of trailed off and stopped posting. And I would also watch him on Twitch. And then he stopped posting on that as well. But like, it got to the point that he even like, he would see my comments and yell out my name quite a bit. And it's, but now it's just like, do you even get on anymore, bro? I also need to watch one topic at a time as well. I loved his hit.
Excuse me.
The Living Tombstone still makes music.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
You guys.
I hope I gave
Which
you
one
guys
was
enough
it?
time to like think of what he's gonna say. Aya.
Yeah, it's nothing special. It's not
There was one guy I like to watch. It was he does acapella music. Just recently, I posted a video. I don't know if I posted. No, I didn't post it in here. It was about his because he did a lot of acapella music where, and sometimes he would have his cat show up behind it.
Oh,
His
I know
cat
who it is.
passed away. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Smooth McGroove.
Oh,
I-
Smooth
I-
was great. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah. Sadly, his cat passed away recently.
Yeah.
The day that nobody was looking forward to.
Yeah.
No one ever looks for that.
Anyway, we're back to game. So, you walk in, back to the place, and you can see Aya packing some things.
I is packing.
Hey, Messiah.
Oh, what's up, Kanto?
Hey, when you start traveling, where are you actually going to go?
Good question. She just like stops packing. Like, that's a good question. I never thought about that.
Well, I suggest this place to the north called Anderon. They have some pretty good food up there, and the people are really nice. Take that bad boy with you, pointing at the dictionary I'm sure she has. And it shouldn't have too hard of a time. Anyway, I just came back to ask. I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really sure when either of us are going to get back, but once this is all fixed, I'm sure that Ginsigyo is going to have he's going to do what we always do after incidents and have a big old party where we drink and be merry. And, well, once that happens, I was wondering if you and I could have a drink together? You know, to trade news stories when we come back from our grand adventures.
Okay, that's not... Okay, that's leaving it kind of... Okay, good. It's not... That's leaving it kind of vague. Alright, let's see. Friendly, your charisma modifier. Give me a diplomacy check with at least a +2.
Okay.
Oh.
Diplomacy plus,
We're really doing this.
+2.
You guys kind of tricked him to do this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say convinced. This is you guys tricking him.
Oh, okay. All right. 20, nice.
Enwa got the DC I wrote in my head exactly. Son of a bitch.
Wop wop.
It was meant to be.
Wait,
Wop,
what?
wop,
This is
wop.
so stupid.
He actually hit it.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid.
Anyway, she'll
Let
go
it be
like,
known that none of this was my intention at all. You stupid sons of bitches.
she'll go
Welcome
like,
to D&D.
anyway, she'll look at you and go, "Sure, that sounds great."
Great. Great. Well, anyway, I gotta go. My buddies are calling me. And, enjoy your trip, wherever it takes you.
Yeah. Then again, who knows? We might run into each other.
Yeah, we might. Take care, Aya.
Yeah, me too. And if you find Hatada out there, tell her I miss her and she should come back.
Will do. And Kanto just walks out, and he walks past Kai without looking, walks past all the rules without looking, and he walks out of the office, and he walks a little bit to the left, and then he stops walking because he falls face flat on the floor and doesn't move for a bit.
I love the description. Just doesn't move for a bit.
So, yeah, all right, buddy, how'd it go in there?
What did you two idiots make me do?
Hey, you could have got a whole lot worse.
The work can say no, I say no.
Walk next to him, squat down, so he's, a little bit closer to the ground with him, and goes, "I'm proud of you, buddy. Good job."
A cat hand on shoulder meme.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm proud of you, buddy. You're one step closer to becoming a real man.
This is
Yeah,
literally Kai right here.
At least,
Hold on.
at least in the the 2 years we've been apart, you've gotten a little more. You've gotten a little less cowardly.
Yeah, thanks. Fucking guy with the
Fucking,
and all the rules is the guy with the buzz cut sitting there.
I might redraw this. I'll redraw this. See, just Kai just
Please do. I think Mouse and BX would just love it.
I'll redraw this next week. Next week.
So stupid.
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right. Well, that said, so yeah. With that, Kanto got all the closure he needed. All the rules convinced him to try to find and go back to his family. He made amends with them. He comes back. He makes amends with Reimu. Comes back. He makes amends with Aya, and then lastly, he makes amends with all the rules. So he is clear.
All joking aside, Al is leading down. He can. So all jokes aside, it's good to see you again, buddy. Sorry it took so long.
It's good to see you too. It's good to see you too again too. All the rules.
But next time, you should totally kiss her.
One step at a time. My heart is already leaping out of my chest.
Next time, you gotta go for it.
One of these days, one of you is gonna kill me.
You'll probably get to third base first.
You'll get to hit it, and then you'll die. That's how it works.
All right. Now that detour is out of the way.
Anybody else doing anything in the human village?
Other than new humans here and new vendors?
No. Well, occasionally there's a Golarion vendor, but usually no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, again, it's been a while. It's been. Al just goes around asking about information on Devil's Peak Center.
Yeah, it is
Again?
11 o'clock. I'm very tired, so I'm gonna crash here. But
We probably could just end the
For
thing here. Like,
for canon's sake, where's that little Kappa girl that Kai was hanging out with? Is she okay?
Notori?
Is she alive?
She's missing. She's not here.
Oh, that makes me
Yeah,
very sad. We'll have to
Mark one.
have to do that later.
Mark 1 is
we could
looking
just
for
end it-
Notori.
yeah, we could
You
just end it
guys-
here and pick it up next week.
You guys can keep going. I've been working all day and I'm very tired.
Oh, tell me about it, brother. Not today, but like the last 2 weeks have been a lot. So I know how you feel. You get you some rest.
Yeah, I'm going to bed right now. All right, I love you all. Thank you for running this game, Ray. I had a lot of fun. I'm just tired.
If
I'm
people
too
want
tired
to
to
stop,
keep going.
if people want to
Goodbye.
stop, if people want to stop now because 2 people are missing, I'm fine with that. Otherwise, I'll go for another half hour, and that'll probably be it.
Yeah, we can stop now. I'm gonna go play some more.
Yeah, and to be honest, I got a cold, so I should probably start laying down. I took some NyQuil like 2 hours ago, and it's starting to kick in.
I agree. Especially if you took NyQuil, you're gonna be out, my dude. You're gonna be out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be taken to the land of dreams, my dude.
Well then, by next week, I'll have this completely redrawn.
That's gonna be awesome.
That's good.
All right, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Now, just as an FYI, there is a possibility we may not play next Sunday. I will keep people apprised of that.
Gotcha.
Oh, speaking of scheduling stuff, Ray, there is a chance that Inu and I will not be here. I think Sunday after next. Yeah, because both of us are going to be at Combo Breaker.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't think we're going to have to find. We're going to be able to find the time.
What is it? The 20.
It's going to be the 25th, so 2 weeks from now.
Yeah,
Technically,
yes,
3.
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks from now. So between that Friday, so the 20, we are not going to be here physically. We'll be in Combo Breaker.
Got it. All right.
So let's just let you know.
Let's
All
turn
right,
off
later,
that.
y'all.
Yeah. So I'll keep people apprised of the scheduling for next Sunday.
Dokily dokily.
That's good, because I got some stuff. This was more of like a recap and RP session. Next one, probably we'll have a little bit of fighting. All right.
Fight. All right.
Who is live on Twitch right now? Oh, it's Meg.
No idea.
The other one who I see is Meg. So we'll probably... So for the Twitch people, I'll probably raid out to him. Anyway,
Meg.
for you... Anyway, for the YouTube people, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the journey of Fantasia of Golarion. We will be back maybe next week or the week after. It'll depend because my work schedule is going to suck over the next week. And then I have a vacation. So, thank you.